Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews, all on the app. Download today.
At Danner, we believe our beloved trails will always need footsteps to keep the paths from fading, and those journeys are often better when shared. The Women's Trail Trainer was built by women for women who embrace the outdoors. Rally your girls, lace up, and blaze the trail. Resurge midsoles provide next-level comfort, while Danner's Precision Fit technology offers more custom fit with optimal support. Breathe in the scenery and feel right at home in the dirt. Explore the Women's Trail Trainer at danner.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration. And it's the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we spin the category wheel. Oh, look at that.
That's pretty right on it.
Come off vacation. We are a well-oiled machine, man. All we need is a week off and we nail it.
Yeah. Thanks for that little extra loving last night.
Hey, man, that wasn't for this.
We got our timing down.
It's for that extra 5 spot you threw me.
That rhythm.
So we will spin the category wheel. Then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here is where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get to one right, because we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Justin, who thought a mushroom was where you trained Alaskan sled dogs and found a way to answer 8 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
To make a test and to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by Smart Travel, a new podcast from NerdWallet. Smart Travel doesn't just cover points and miles. They break down all the financial aspects of your trip, whether that's the best days to book, how to avoid hidden fees, or which fancy travel credit cards pay off, and which ones are just an expensive flex. If you want your travel budget to work harder, then dive into the best deals, products, services, and more with Smart Travel from NerdWallet, wherever you get your podcasts.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been.
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed. Yeah, a.k.a. you're in a Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
We'll work on that.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch. Tell us away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,309. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The head chef's back. Ted, you're talking about chips and hot food takes today.
Hot takes.
Ted's Meat Potatoes.
Hot takes on chips?
Hot take, no. Chips is just ranking the best chips.
And then you have separate hot takes.
Yeah. I think I might go hot takes first.
Okay. Do they break down the chips in categories?
Not really.
Okay. Because I believe much like a hamburger or pizzas, there's different levels of things.
There is, and you're not wrong, and normally I wouldn't argue. But as I think about this, and then if you're just a good chip, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I'm a Ruffalo.
If you're a good pizza, it doesn't matter either. But there's Chicago. There's deep.
There you go. Right. There's a couple on the chips list where you're just like, well, yeah, I think everybody agrees.
Sure. All right.
But the hot take one I'm excited for, because I agree with about 7 or 8 of them.
All right. These are hot takes.
Hot takes.
All right.
On
Everybody
food
get fired
items.
up.
So,
The fashion.
What is a good, like, give me an example of a hot take.
Mushrooms suck.
Mushrooms suck. Okay, all right, gotcha. Okay.
In any
All right.
capacity.
You have to find out at 4:30.
With hot takes.
Hot takes.
Ted's
Hot
Meat
takes,
Potatoes
Ted.
coming up. With the hot takes.
Here's a hot take. Why don't you shove it up your...
Chips and hot takes. How come chips aren't served hot?
You want a hot chip?
I would love to try one.
Actually, you know, man, I've had
I
hot
would-
chips
no, I'm
when
not
we
kidding.
made homemade, right?
You can make
we
a
had the
homemade.
mandolin, and it was great. Then the mandolin's just too dangerous. But we actually ate them hot. They were fantastic. But the only way to get a chip hot now, it seems like, is when it's soggy on something else.
If a bar has chips they make on their own, get them. They're
you don't see it a ton anymore.
No, but if
But
they
some
do
places do.
if they do it, then they can do it right.
You know what? I hate to admit this, but I don't know. I don't know if they make them all in house or whatever. But like Red Robin, you can get the Clucks and chips or something.
Clucks and chips?
Yeah, and it's like a
Cluck
little boneless.
strips?
Yeah,
All
with
right.
some chips. The chips are warm and good.
All right. Okay.
There's also a fancier restaurant in town that's famous for their oysters, and there's like 4 little restaurants inside this one building.
All right.
So we were in the bar. There's a bar in there. I think it's called Barracuda. And they give you like a little plate of chips. Right. Me and my buddy were like, these are unreal. Like, are you making these in house? The guy's like, no, man, they're plain lace.
For real.
There's nothing wrong with the plain lace.
But you serve it on a little white plate. And we were like, what are these?
I bet those got to be on the list.
They got to be.
They got to be. This is the
There's
tried
a
and true.
Frito-Lay product.
All right. Okay. Head chef coming up at 4:30.
Hot take.
Today is the day that we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We spin a category wheel. You are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Last time we played Big Dummy, we got a brand new Biggest Dummy. And that would be Justin, who took 9 questions to get one right. And he overtook James, who had been the champion for a third of the year.
Yeah, the entire year.
For the most part. And as we do in Play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. And the last time that we did the poll, we asked you if you were to have one not good thing about your body happen all the time, what would you pick? And your choices were that you would have bad acne. Another choice, you would have body odor all the time, no matter what you did. Constant flatulence and bad breath. Those were your choices. You had to have one of those 4.
Yeah.
And as we put the poll up on X, if you follow us at Men's Room Live, here's how the voting went down. In 4th place, 10% of you said you would take BO. So that was the last of the list.
I believe
things
that.
people
I
would
believe
say.
that.
I just don't want to smell. 3rd on the list, bad acne at 14%.
So flatulence is that you don't mind smelling as long as it's from your butt.
Right. So far, body odor, bad acne, I don't want those.
In
Okay?
other words, your teen years.
In 2nd place, bad breath with 18%. Overwhelmingly, you said you would prefer to have constant
right.
flatulence.
My people.
58% of you.
Yeah. I mean, this is your day. You're at a job interview. I really apologize.
My bad. You need to know this about me. Yes. Okay, so
That's what you picked.
this week on our poll, The people over at Ranker.com, they've got a voting going on right now for their favorite one-named singer of all time. All right?
Who comes to mind first when you say that?
In my mind, probably in my generation, Prince. But
the first name that came to mind for me was Madonna, and I freaking can't stand her. Right? Then you think of the rest: Prince, Sting,
Seal.
Oh, I forgot about Seal.
Some people get famous enough, though, that even though they have two names, like if I say Harry,
Styles.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know that I have to say Styles anymore.
Who's the Spider-Man chick? Because she had two names at first, and now no one says it.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. What's her name?
Zendaya.
Right.
So
What was
she
her
doesn't
last
have any
name,
more.
or what was her first name?
Well,
She was
I don't
introduced
remember.
with two names. She just got dropped down to Zendaya. Daya.
Shabuzi.
now my question is this.
Shabuzi.
My question is
Good
this.
call.
Do you need legally
Garth.
in our country to have two names?
Ooh.
In other words, I'm a United States citizen. I have a child.
All right.
Maybe I don't want the kid to be named Montgomery. Maybe it would just be fine if, the kid's name was, I don't know, Shazam. Right?
And that's it.
Can I name my kid just Shazam? That's the question.
I'm going to
all
say
right.
no.
AI overview. In the U.S., while it's customary to have a first and last name, there is no legal requirement to have both.
Look at that.
Awesome.
However,
Shazam.
individuals who do not have a surname are typically required to use their given name for the surname on certain official documents.
I'm just
Would that be
wondering-
like Shazam?
I mean, can Cher just be Cher? Can she go to the TSA?
I think she can.
I understand that, but I mean, it would have to be universal because you're talking about legal documentation.
Right.
So it's not like Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean?
That's Sugar
just
Ray
a one-off.
I think
All right, so you name your kid Shazam, and it's just Shazam,
Shazam.
because legally he doesn't have to have a last name. What is on his passport?
It should be just Shazam.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You just have one name.
And I think on the passport you will. So I think that's what they're saying here is that you don't need to have a legal first name other than when you're signing some important stuff like, all right, yeah, quit fooling around with your last name Shazam. And then you'll have to use the name
Well,
that you
okay,
had
all right.
when you gave it to him.
Something you kind of legally have to
What
have.
if Shazam is the last name and I have no first name?
So you name your kid Montgomery.
See what I'm saying? It's just a matter of moving the post. It's moving the goalposts a little bit.
Right.
But you could still be okay. So I just named my kid Montgomery. That is their legal last name. That is their name. That's
Right.
their only name.
Or could you just
But
change
is it
their legal
Montgomery?
last name?
No.
So you just tell them, do not fill in the first name. Do not fill in
These
the
are
middle
one
name.
named singers. I'm going to
Okay.
give you a list in a second. I'm just saying hypothetically.
All right.
If you wanted to go in life by one name, can you do that?
What would you name your kid?
Well, it's not going to be
You started with
Shazam.
Shazam.
I know. I was just trying
No,
to throw
that's your
something
oldest
out there.
daughter.
Abracadabra.
We know her as Kate. Her name is now Shazam.
Abracapocus. I don't know.
Abracapocus.
You know the only person jealous of my name Shazam? Who? My sister, Abracapocus.
Shazamu. Bless you.
Part superhero,
Well,
part
I'm-
whale.
I'm just
But all
wondering-
those people have real first
I
names.
understand. I understand that, but I'm wondering if some of them in their life have not. We know it's Elvis Presley, but we just know him as Elvis. But in other words, Bono is Brian Hewson. I'm sure his ID says Brian Hewson, but
Okay, let me ask you this. Say I don't know. You went to Africa, all right? So I am, wherever I'm at there, I am the guy who's checking your passport. It says Brian Hewson. And I'm looking at this like, this is the phony passport. You're Bono.
I'm going to go, yeah.
I wonder if people don't believe him. Like, dude, we recognize you're Bono. Like, no, my real name's Brian Hewson. BS, it's Bono.
Yeah. So anyway,
Nice try, Bono.
Ranker.com, they came out with, they're voting for their favorite one-name singer. It's still going on. Yes.
Somebody here on the text line says, first, middle, and last name, Beetlejuice.
All right. Yeah, but okay, so at number 10 right now on the voting, it's Sting from the Police.
All right.
So he is number 10. Tupac is 9. Pink is 8. There's no Bono on this list either.
Pink.
Rihanna is 7. At 6 is Eminem. 5, Madonna. I would think Madonna might be one of those people who would maybe go by one name now.
Just strike
What's
his-
her name? Sicchione or something like that?
Yeah, it's,
Sicchione or-
like Jennifer. I don't know. It's a very Italian name. I can't remember what it is.
Cher is 4th. Adele is 3. Prince is number 2 in the voting, and Elvis is number 1.
Elvis.
So what we're going to say is today on the men's room poll, you are going to take one name. That's going to be your name, legal or not. All right.
By the way, another text came in. I went to school with a Mohammed.
Well,
so then what do you do when you're disappointed with a kid named Mohammed? Do you say it 6 times? Like, if when someone's just, they'll go Miles. But all you're doing to him is saying his name.
All right.
So it'd be like Mohammed.
I'm not going to say this out loud because of the company, but so you know who that is, right?
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay, that's his son's name.
Come on.
Yes, it is.
Why would you do that, man?
Well, that's his name.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I won't say who it is,
I mean,
but that's stupid.
He's a nice guy. We know who he is.
It's like Ted Squared.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If he comes in for another interview, I'm going to ask him about that.
Oh, no.
And just so you don't forget it.
Well, I mean, he's an adult now. I know that for a fact. So it's not like you're talking about it's still his son. But
that's how you know you have money.
And you just do it that way.
Yeah. Right? Celebrities just give their kids these words. This is Apple, like you have money. There's no doubt about it.
So you're going to pick a new name today. It's the only name you got. This is what people are going to start calling you. So our first choice would be Elvis.
Wow. Damn.
What?
All the Elvis songs? What, Blue Christmas?
And to play the fart.
Well, he died on the toilet.
You're Elvis.
I still want to eat that sandwich.
It's the last recording of Elvis.
Hold on. And he's gone.
Right. What song would you have picked, Ed? You seem disappointed.
Blue suede shoes.
All right.
Cow dog. He's got hits after hit.
I just need a very Elvis only.
Yeah, we just need a little. You really don't understand.
Let's talk like Elvis.
You can't even say have. It's supposed to, the word is have. Listen to how he does it.
Says I have them.
You don't need a V.
I'm telling you, one day, I'd say it's half. One day we're making a sandwich.
Peanut butter,
He
banana.
doesn't use the letter V.
Peanut butter, banana, bacon.
All right. It doesn't sound bad to me.
No.
I've had 2/3 of that. I've had a peanut butter banana sandwich. I
You do toast to bread, correct, on that sandwich?
Sure.
Elvis?
Yeah.
I'm assuming? Okay. All right, so pick a new name. Number one would be, once again, that would be Elvis. So you go by Elvis. Number two, Prince. You would be Prince. Which is not the worst thing in the world.
No, because there's Prince Fielder.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people named Prince.
Yeah, what's up? So, you would be Prince.
That's how we want to remember him.
And anytime someone said your name, that probably would play in the back. Hey, Prince, what are you doing? That's me. All right.
That's how I started every conversation.
Elvis is number one. Prince is your second option on your...
By the way, shout out to Prince, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But like Miles and I went to that show. I mean, I'm an old man. I like it. He's like, I'm starting at this time. I end at this time.
No.
No messing around.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
On the nose.
Yeah.
On the nose. Okay, so Elvis choice number one. Prince choice number two. Cher's choice number three.
Do you believe in life after love? Free hope.
All right, so
What was that?
let's share.
Do you believe in life after love? Free hope.
She sounds a little bit like Kermit the Frog. He just made a cameo.
Do you believe in life after love? Free hope.
So Cher would be your other choice as far as having one name. And finally, the artist known as Pink. So your Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink. This will be the name for the rest of your
I'm
life.
going to go back Pink.
That's all right.
No, it's having an attitude. Are we
you
your
at
name,
the Pink?
sir? Pink.
Are you at the Pink Pony party?
I don't think I like Prince, but I'm not going to fill that role. I think I got to be Elvis in this.
You know, man, of all the names, I think
Elvis-
that name
yeah.
fits you best.
Elvis
Correct.
Montgomery from West Virginia. I'd be like, yeah,
See,
sure.
that's the problem. There's no Montgomery anymore. It's just
Elvis.
It's just Elvis. One name.
Oh, so I'm not Pink Smith?
No,
I'm
you're
just
not Pink Smith. You're just Pink.
You're thinking Pink. I'm thinking Pink.
I'm going. I got to go Prince. Dearly beloved.
I'm looking at you, and I'm picturing this man's name is Prince.
Yeah, what up, homie?
What if you had a buddy? You just play that every time.
Do you want to play some ball? How about some pancakes?
So our men's room poll, if you follow us there on X at Men's Room Live, pick a new name. Will it be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
How did you come to those conclusions?
Because I just thought that they were a little bit more unisexual than the others. So, for example,
Sting?
when you
That's
think
unisexual.
when you think Madonna, you think Lady Madonna.
Well,
right?
sure.
But Sting is also the name of a wrestler. It's kind of cooler. I know Sting as a musician is not, but the name Sting is a cool name.
It is.
So I was trying to pick one that was not.
But it doesn't mean you're a cool person. If I met someone who I just thought sucked and their name was Sting, I'd be like, come on, man.
Adele to me sounds like someone who has something running out of the corner of their mouth.
It's a description.
Adele.
Oh, dude, she's Adele.
Adele. Okay. For some reason, just the way your tongue flattens out when you have to say it. It's just, I didn't think that was okay. It calls someone like, sounds just, I don't know, mean. Doesn't it? Adele. Doesn't it?
If you say it like that.
Adele. How do you say it?
Say Adele.
Adele.
It's like there was a
Adele.
chick whose name was
All right,
Amanda.
okay.
She got mad because we called her Amanda. Right? It's just how you say it.
Adele.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amanda.
All right. Vote now on our men's room poll. Pick a name. Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink. Big Dummies coming up next.
If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help you. Express is already hiring for summer jobs in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Go to expresspros.com to find your location. That's expresspros.com.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, combining raw power with precision engineering, all backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. Climb inside a Tundra and experience the uncompromising strength. With its available iForce Max engine, the Tundra delivers exceptional power, torque, and towing capacity. Plus, the spacious and high-tech cabin keeps you connected on the run. Or check out a Tacoma. Agile, dependable, and unstoppable. The Tacoma's designed for those who go beyond the trails. Stay ahead of the pack with available off-road features like crawl control. Or break out your tunes with the available portable JBL speaker. Toyota trucks are built to last, year after year, mile after mile. So outlast every adventure and outlive the moment. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals. Or stop by your local Toyota dealer to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
All right, the game is Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Tom, are you sober or not sober today?
I'm sober, as always.
Okay, Tom.
As
Welcome to
always.
Big Dummy. All right, Tom, you're not Tom anymore. Are you Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink now?
I'll be Elvis. Thank you very much.
I can see you pass for an Elvis by voice alone. If you called and said your name was Elvis, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. By the way, somebody here on the text line says 2 of these names are outdated. Tupac and Madonna. Actually, Tupac Madonna sounds like something you would scream if you stub your toe surrounded by nuns.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac Madonna! And someone else says, if I had a dude that was named Pink and I had to go meet up with him, I would be terrified. Me too, man.
Yeah.
What up, man?
All right, there. Elvis.
Oh, hey, it's Meet Pink. You ready to do this meet?
And when I say meat, I mean M-E-A-T.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Elvis, here's your question. What operation is the most commonly performed procedure in the U.S.? Is it appendectomies, hernia repair, coronary bypass surgery, or cesarean section? So appendectomies, hernias, bypass operations, or cesareans?
I would say cesareans.
It is.
It is.
How does
did
only
you know
half
that,
the
Tom?
population?
But
That is
then when
a
you
good point.
consider how many people have hernias, how many people need bypasses, how many appendectomy, I would think would be number 2
But
on
a
there. I feel like we
C-section
just
is
pop
only
every
half
time.
the population.
It is, but
Okay.
it's performed like you don't give it a whole lot of thought of things. Some people have it planned, other times are like, we need to do this.
Yeah, but I know women and men who've had hernias. So I
Sure.
would just think that number would be bigger. Because
I
now
would have
you-
thought so,
you have
too.
The entire
Yeah, but
population.
there's not a whole industry around it.
That's true.
Like the United States, it's kind of depressing that like we still have a high, like not high, but a higher rate than a lot of places of women giving birth and dying. And then also like it's kind of odd that we just like, just schedule a C-section.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They've made a whole industry out of it.
Well, Elvis would do. That'd be you, Tom. Come on. All right, Elvis, here's your question. True or false, the place where people disappear the most in the United States is an area called the Alaska Triangle. Also a sex move.
I would say false.
That's true.
Yeah, believe it or not,
Yep,
that's
a real place.
Should do is
Well, why do so many people go there if so many people disappear?
It is just backcountry. So
I know it
It's
is.
part of it. I believe it's part of a national park. Number one.
I get it.
It's also a big place for hunting. I don't know in certain areas if you need to get in there through aerial transportation only. There's all these factors that basically, like, apparently there's 1,600. What was that article in like Outside Magazine? There's like thousands of people. The bodies still have not been found in that area.
That's what I'm saying. Stop going there.
Yeah, it's
On average, 2,250 people go missing in Alaska Triangle each year.
Oh, that's a year.
A year.
Damn. Guess where I'm not going? Hello, Cody. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Cody, are you sober or not sober?
Driving home, just picked up some more Jack Daniels, so I will not be sober the second I get home.
All right, good for you. At least you're waiting. All right, Cody.
What are you mixing it with? You just taking it to the dome.
Vodka.
Just with ice.
All right.
Jack on ice. Jack on the rocks.
All right, Cody.
Icy Jack.
You're Cody no more. Pick a new name on our men's room poll. Are you going to be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
I'll go with Elvis.
Elvis coming out of the gate strong, man.
Oh, yes.
Ain't the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, they're off.
Like, giddy up. All right, Cody. Sorry. All right, Elvis, here is your question. In the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, what ELO song is featured in the opening scene?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yes, Volume 2. Get it right, Elvis.
I know it. Mr. Blue Sky.
You got it. One and done again.
Damn.
Wow, people are on fire.
The big brains on the L-by that are calling. All right, Elvis, before we let you go, true or false question? Americans, true or false, Americans eat about 80% more calories than Swedes. That's the equivalent of about, we eat with the addition of, say, 2 whole cheesecakes per week. True or false?
Per week, so not per day.
Per week, yeah. He says false. Whoops, sorry. No, you're correct.
What are they doing up there?
No, we eat 20% more of the Swedes.
Oh.
Not 80% more.
What are you doing Sunday? Like, well, I'm eating a cheesecake. I just want to make sure the national average is
What are
up.
you doing?
I got to hit my quota, man. Come on.
You guys don't eat cheesecake every single Sunday? Whole cheesecake.
Whole cheesecake. Just you. Don't share.
And then you could tell that.
Hello, Cheyenne. Welcome to the men's
Come
room.
on, man. You know what this is.
Gentlemen.
Hola. Cheyenne, sober or not sober?
Definitely sober.
All right, Cheyenne.
Hey,
welcome to the
Cheyenne, I saw your Facebook post a couple days ago. You need to bring back that goatee, my man.
Yeah. It's with me right now, so.
Strong.
Yeah.
What, did you shave it off?
Yeah, when I flew out there, I shaved it off because
Like, I'd grown a full-blown beard before that, pretty much, so.
Okay, all right. Let's see here. At least you can grow a beard. I cannot. I'll pick a new name. Cheyenne, are you going to be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
I got to go with Prince.
Well, you are a motivational speaker. You take that up to the next
Yes,
level
I am.
every time you roll out on stage. All right, Prince.
Oh, man.
Here is your question. A bloat refers to a group of what animals? A bloat. Tina's. No.
A bloat. I know it's not it, but I'm just gonna throw out whales. I know that's a pod, but
Nope.
Is it?
It's a mammal.
Is it marine life? No.
It likes the water. Miles, you have seen one in person.
Alligator.
Nope.
Hippos.
Hippos.
Why call it a bloat? Just call it a
bloat. What do you mean? What? Oh, damn.
Have you seen the breakdown of the?
That's the new name for a group of hippos.
Damn. Have you seen the breakdown of the hippo and like how thin that skin is?
You know, I haven't.
Well, because they look fat, but apparently they're that's why they run so fast. It's just muscle.
Oh, good.
And that's like a thin layer of fat and skin on the very outside.
So that's all just muscle.
Yeah.
Okay. They're like power lifters, right? You don't look great, but you're really strong.
Well, say that to his face.
No, I would never do that. Damn, man. Yeah, look at that thing. You ever been face to face with a hippo, Cheyenne?
I can't say that I have.
Naked, covered in cocoa butter.
Come on, dude. What about 5 years ago at Sturgis?
While eating a popsicle.
No, you said you would never speak of that. Yeah.
My bad. Right. We're supposed to keep that quiet.
This is the contestant formerly known as Cheyenne.
Okay.
It's
We're not
Prince.
leaving until Wasp is done. Then we're getting a double cheeseburger.
All right, Prince, here's your question. Who played the U.S. president in the movie Idiocracy?
It's been a while since I've seen it. Let's
Been a
see.
while. His name was Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho.
I know this wasn't it, but I'm just going to say Edward Norton because it wasn't him. But.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ted even flexed when he said it. Apparently, you have to do that when you say it.
I don't know
You
why.
literally flexed when you said
Terry
it.
Crews.
Got to make your boobs dance, too.
Yeah, I can't do that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Ted's got that Terry Crews flex going on.
I just don't have the same pecs.
But it's true. But you got to move it.
Anybody does, man.
All right, Prince, here's your question. Which stroke in a swim...
Yeah.
Which one is the dog?
Yeah, you know. Western grip.
Which stroke is swum first in a medley swimming event?
Is it the breaststroke?
No, but I like where your mind is at.
Butterfly.
It is, in fact, the butterfly.
It's a butterfly.
Okay.
Man, that's hard.
I could never get
God,
it,
that's
dude.
hard.
I could never
That
do
is
it.
so hard just to do the dolphin kick correct. I mean, you need to have ripped core to be able to get that thing through.
I just ended
Really?
up flopping
Oh,
all over
yeah.
the damn place, man. I could not
You're
make it
pushing
work.
down, then you're pulling up. And you're
Oh,
coming
that
up.
one.
But
Yeah.
just to get your legs right.
You guys are very fond of that, I see.
Well, I mean, you have to practice it like when you're
Swimming's
taking...
great. It's the best exercise you can do.
No, I could tell that's what you guys were thinking.
I
just
taught
then.
swimming. I mean, so you try to teach kids, but if you can't do it, you're like, I know what you're supposed to do.
I protected a lot of swimmers.
yeah.
I wore a condom.
Yeah, sorry, thank you. I will say swimming. I guess there are sports like that. That's one of those, I was going to say rare sports. It's actually just fun to do.
Right, you just do it on your own.
I mean, I guess basketball, you can go just shoot hoops without playing a game.
Boxing's fun when no one hits your back.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing it.
Speed bag's fun.
Well, heavy bag's great because he doesn't punch back.
He's a little bitch.
Still hurts your still
He's
hurts your-
taking it.
It still hurts your wrist.
Still hurt your wrist, and then some people have to run over the trash can and puke after that last 2-minute round. Some people, not me. I get these gloves off.
God, he took it out of me.
All right, Prince, here's your question. What surface are Wimbledon tennis court matches played on?
Say that again?
What surface are Wimbledon tennis matches played
I thought you said women's.
That's what I heard too.
Really?
Yeah.
On what surface are women's tennis matches? Yeah.
Wimbledon.
Is it clay?
It is grass.
No, it's grass. Clay is the French Open, I believe. Roland Garros.
I was doing grass, Steve.
Yeah.
You ever played a clay court?
I have. Actually, I think Mike a few weeks ago, he's like, look at this, man. It's a grass tennis court. I was like, yeah they still do that. I've never played on clay. I've only played on hard court and grass.
Okay.
Grass is tough, man. You got to whack the hell out of it.
Clay's great because you can see
We're
the ball.
playing tennis
You can see
there.
where the ball goes out.
And that's why I was impressed by it, because I just thought grass soaks up an awful lot of impact there. So
Sure.
bouncing is not exactly the easiest thing on grass.
It is. Well, that's what I was telling you, too, like, because we're getting to the French Open, but when you get to Wimbledon, you'll see by the end of the week, or the end of 2 weeks, like, where everybody's worn out that grass on main court. And you're only supposed to wear white.
Like, sorry, you can't walk in.
Like, take the hood off first, dude.
Question 5, Cheyenne.
It's the only thing all white I own.
That's all I own.
Oh, no.
It's that dress away from head to toe.
You can't see nothing out of this thing.
Oh, my God. Like Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Hey, Mom, you should have cut these eye slits out bigger.
Can't see nothing.
I'm messing with my eye holes.
Yeah.
Barely see the tennis
I'm
ball.
going to get hit by a car on Halloween night.
My papa taught me to play.
We're people of tradition. Only wear white.
Boo.
Next question.
All right, Prince.
All right, which 20th century president was the first candidate to speak at a political convention? He was president from 1933 until 1945. The math tells you.
Trying to think.
What's that?
Trying to think.
1933 to 1945.
Big radio guy.
Yeah.
Was that Roosevelt?
You got it.
FDR.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Okay. Hey.
Ahoy! Justin, are you sober or not sober?
I'm on number 2, so technically not sober.
All right, what are you drinking over there? Men's Room IPA?
Coors Original, the old banquet.
Oh, I had one of those last night.
Banquet beer.
Delicious. And a little tiny
cat.
stubby. You got a stubby or you got a can?
No, I got the can.
Man.
Let's glass broken in the shop.
Okay. All right, Justin, you get to be a new person now. You taking Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
I'm going to do Prince.
Prince.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
To go by Prince? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Prince.
Better than the other ones.
Prince, here's your first question. On what continent would you find the Strait of Magellan?
What continent would you find the Strait of Magellan?
Mm-hmm. Not that gay one, but the Strait of Magellan.
Well, I'm going to go Europe.
South America.
South America.
Oh. Is that where those pink dolphins are?
Well, they could be anywhere you want in your head.
Wait, what? The teeny dolphins.
The pink dolphins are, I believe they're in the Amazon.
Yeah, they're in the Amazon.
Fresh water.
Oh. I want to go hunt one of those one day.
Pink dolphins in the Amazon? You might have already done that,
I
Justin.
don't watch that movie.
Give me about 4 of those Coors banquets. I'll show you my pink dolphin.
In the 1970s.
Hey, look out. Whoa. Not even a trailer, nothing.
All right.
How does it breathe?
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah. Got a blowhole right there.
I'll take the pink dolphin sushi roll, please.
All right, yeah.
All right. Here's your question. What precious metal did alchemists call Luna, which is also the name of our moon?
Your Facebook recipe. Can you repeat that question for me?
What precious metal did alchemists call Luna, which is also the name of our moon? Mike Hawk got it. Are you dumber than a Mike Hawk?
Yeah, man, just a precious metal.
Precious.
That our moon is named?
Well, Luna is what they called it because of its color, which is kind of the color of the moon.
Okay, aluminum.
Do you think aluminum is a precious metal? My God, I wrapped my pizza in the leftover pizza. Oh, if I'd just known.
When I think of the moon, I think of aluminum.
That's how you know you're a rich man.
Don't you worry.
I was thinking non-ferrous. Give me a break. I was thinking non-ferrous.
I have 100 feet of aluminium. I'm going to retire.
Got a Reynolds wrap mine underneath your home.
Wow, dude.
I'm a rich man.
Where'd you get all that?
Hey, man, when you're starting out getting married, you give her an aluminum ring. Everything up from there is just a
The
bonus.
whole family just uses cling wrap, man. We thought one day maybe we could do some aluminum foil.
We go like that.
Jesus, man. I'll give you some, brother.
You can't reheat anything in his microwave.
Hey, Justin, next time you come to an event, I'll bring you some aluminum foil.
Sweet.
It's an expensive gift, man.
Yeah. In a Brinks truck.
All right. By the way, the answer is silver. Silver.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yes, it does. It does. All right, here's your question. It's multiple choice. Before becoming the president's office, the Oval Office was used for what purpose? Storing munitions, incubating chickens, a children's playroom, or drying laundry. So before the Oval Office became the president's office, what purpose did it serve? Storing munitions, incubating chickens, a children's playroom, or drying laundry?
What was that last one? Drawing what?
Drying laundry.
Drying laundry. Man, it makes the chicken thing kind of makes sense because of the oval and like light. I don't know. And then like maybe kids' playroom. Let's go with the kids' playroom.
It's the
I'll say
armory.
chickens.
Drying laundry.
Oh. Boo. That's boring.
And then finally he said, you know what? I just want to hole up in here. Bring my desk in here.
I think he got kicked out to that room.
You think?
Find out that
the
person was
president of the
married.
United States.
Yes, because the wife would still say, I'm tired of your office everywhere. Put it in the laundry room.
Do you know who the first president to use the Oval Office was then?
Well, the first one I remember was Bill Clinton, but I do not know his
In my
story.
day.
Yeah, my day. That's the first time I really heard about it, but I do not know who the first president.
I bet Reagan did before that.
Oh, but it was his wife.
I know, so what?
The throat goat.
So
This
what?
is back in 1909. Yeah, this is a man that needed a big ring. Taft needed the Oval Office.
If your wife would, you didn't need to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
I mean, I understand the math.
Put me in the laundry room. I need a big desk. Give me a mouthful. Give me a big desk. Big desk. Take the laundry out of there. The biggest desk you Excuse me. I've got democracy to lead. Jesus. Bring in my desk. Bring me my desk.
Now it's just covered in 80s.
Dude, I've said this before. I'll say it again.
Eat it.
A girl I grew up with, that I'm still friends with, her family somehow acquired one of his chairs.
All right.
And it is the biggest wooden chair you've ever seen in your life.
It's like one of those chairs that's a joke that you sit in and take a picture like it's outside.
I mean, like
just one of those big ass Adirondacks.
like just a good wooden chair.
Yeah.
And like they're usually pretty roomy. Now imagine even me, right? Like, I mean, at the time I was probably like 350, 360, and it was still just like, this chair is great.
Family size bag of chips.
They brought in a different tub.
Question 5, Justin.
Big bathtub. Question number 5. What TV show began with the words, quote, there is nothing wrong with your television set?
There's nothing wrong with your television set.
Ain't nothing wrong with your
Man,
television
that sounds like
set.
an old one.
It is?
God,
Not that one.
Family
The other.
Matters. I don't know.
Family
Twilight Zone or something?
Outer Limits.
Outer Limits.
Outer Limits?
Outer
Is that a new one?
No, I mean, it came out around the same time as Twilight Zone. All right. Here's your question. Let's go back to childhood. What is the last name of John, Michael, and Wendy from Peter Pan?
Oh,
It's
good
something
God.
a Southern woman might call you.
Giving me the hard ones today. Peter Pan Johnson.
You girl and your Johnson.
Question 7.
We're looking for the names of John, Michael, and Wendy. Their last name is Darling. Darling.
Darling?
Darling.
Darling.
All right. Your question, on what children's program would you find the character Count Von Count? Yeah, that's a hint.
Sesame Street?
There
we go.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
I don't know if you've heard, but iExcel is perfect for busy kids like me. It helps me practice everything we do in school. I'm getting ahead in reading and catching up on math. iExcel actually makes math fun. Start learning today at iExcel.com.
At Astound Business Solutions, we know every business is unique. That's why we create tailored solutions to help you grow. With the nation's leading business intranet and 24/7 support, we're always here if you need us. Your business is our business. We are Astound for a reason.
You set the gold standard for your business. Your website should do the same. Wix puts you at the helm, so you can enjoy the creative freedom of designing your site just the way you want. Want someone to bounce your ideas off? Talk with AI to create a beautiful site together. Generate on-brand content, images, media, and simply change or fine-tune any of it along the way. Whatever your business, manage it from one place and tie it all together with a personalized domain name. Gear up for success with a brand that says you best. You can do it yourself on Wix.
I've gathered you here today for a family strategy meeting. Johnny, after dinner, you get 30 more minutes of counting practice on iExcel. Meanwhile, Timmy, you get to use iExcel for your long division. Let's do this. Try the learning product Family Stress at iExcel.com.
At Astound Business Solutions, we know every business has its own story, vision, and goal. Big or small, no two are alike. As a national communications provider with local roots, we understand your unique challenges and are big enough to solve them. We build tailored solutions to help you grow. With the nation's #1 rated business internet and 24/7 support, we're always here if you need us. Your business is our business. We are Astound for a reason.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews, all on the app. Download today.
At Danner, we believe our beloved trails will always need footsteps to keep the paths from fading, and those journeys are often better when shared. The Women's Trail Trainer was built by women for women who embrace the outdoors. Rally your girls, lace up, and blaze the trail. Resurge midsoles provide next-level comfort, while Danner's Precision Fit technology offers more custom fit with optimal support. Breathe in the scenery and feel right at home in the dirt. Explore the Women's Trail Trainer at danner.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth. For a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big W 206-803 Rock. Who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Zach. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. Zach, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober currently.
Are you drinking a Men's Room 20th anniversary lager from Black Raven?
Unfortunately not, no. I'm in between jobs right now. I'm waiting to hear back from my current job prospect, so I'm drinking a Mickey's.
A Mickey's Big Mouth, not a bad second choice.
I hope that your prospect is listening to this program right now.
I'm sure somebody is.
He drinks Mickey's Big Mouth and smokes Merritt's. All right, Zach, you're Zach no more. Pick a new name on our Men's Room poll. Will you be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
Out of respect for the king, I can't go Elvis. I'm going Pink. I was talking with my mother, and she was like, yeah, no, I'd go Pink. And I'm going Pink just because when somebody addresses me as Pink, and I was like,
yeah, I agree with you. So your mom said she would go by Pink, and you said, you know what, I'm going to do that. All right.
Well, you know what? I called in a few times. You've heard from me before. I take care of my mom, so...
Hey, Pink, I hear you, man. I'm just saying, you know. All right, Pink, here is your question. What North American country underwent the so-called Quiet Revolution?
What North American country went...
Yes, Pink.
Under the silent constitution.
The Quiet Revolution. Quiet Revolution.
Quiet Revolution. I'm going to go Mexico.
Sorry, that was Canada.
Yeah, it's Canada. That's why it was the Quiet Revolution. Everyone used silencers.
And it wasn't televised.
Yeah, there you go.
And they were very... And they were very friendly about it.
Very friendly about it. All right, here's your question. What is the most common type of star in the Milky Way? And yes, it is multiple choice. A red giant, a G-type, which would be our sun, a blue star, or a white dwarf, a.k.a. the Peter Dinklage.
What was the first one again?
Red giant.
I'm going to go red giant.
And you are
Okay,
correct, sir.
2 and done.
Yes,
Nice job.
indeed.
So most stars are the sun.
So, no, most stars are a red giant. Our stars are called a G-type.
Oh, okay.
Game is
Big Dummy.
hides the brothers of NASA.
That's right. 803 Rock.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, Adrian. Justin, welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Hola.
Justin,
my buddy
Bill. Justin, you sober or not sober?
Sober, so still at work. Almost done, but yeah.
All right. Okay, Justin, you are Justin no more. Pick a new name, a one-name name. Will you be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
Ooh. But there's a lot. I'm actually going to go with Cher.
You're going to go with Cher.
Go with Cher.
All right.
All right.
I think you're our first Cher of the day. If
Do
I'm not
you
mistaken.
believe in life after love?
I sure do.
What is Kermit saying?
Hi-ho.
Do you believe in life after love?
Also, do you believe in life after love?
It's Roughing the Passer.
Yep, good call. Mahomes, he's always getting penalties.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well played there, Cher. Well played. All right, here is your question. What is the more common name for grape sugar? Grape sugar.
Grape sugar.
In Atlanta, it's called jelly.
Let's see here.
You've heard of it. You can have too much, you can have too little.
What's it called again? Glucose.
Wow.
Justin,
One
one
and
done.
done.
Nice
All
job.
right. Look what happens when
Oh
he
my
turns
God,
into Cher.
a lot better than being biggest dummy.
Well, because you went by Cher. Just check it out tonight.
Do you believe in life after love?
All right, Cher, here's the true and false question for you.
I just don't hear hi-ho.
Do you believe in life after love?
He's got always had a Kermit the Frog.
What does he say? It sounds like freehold.
That's what I keep
He
hearing.
says hi-ho.
You
He
sure
says hi-ho.
hi-ho?
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Wait, play it again.
That's how he always
I don't hear
introduces
Do
it.
you believe in life after love?
Hi-ho. That's
Man,
how he. That's
it
how he.
does not
That's
sound
the
like
first
hi-ho.
thing that's come out of his mouth every time he speaks. Every time he's been on camera, his entire career.
Except that time. Listen.
Believe in life after love?
Hi-ho.
He's saying free hope.
Free hope.
You're hearing what I'm hearing, right, Todd?
Yeah, free something.
All right. I'll find it. All right, Cher. I'm sure the lyrics will say he's saying hi-ho. I'm saying in the moment they recorded that, he does not say hi-ho.
Well, hang on. Now we're talking about three things. He's not on the song.
Oh,
Mike, I don't know. Jesus. Because she sounds a little bit like Kermit the Frog. I do believe that's what he says generally, but right now it sounds like he's saying free hope.
Yeah.
Exact clip that I pulled.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and this...
I'm hearing free hope.
Okay.
You don't hear free hope?
No.
Okay.
Sit there and be wrong then.
All right,
Hope
Cher.
shouldn't be locked up anyhow.
Here's your true or false question. True or false, the first book that included photographs, it was published in 1843, and it was about insects. True or false?
That's true.
Sounds good. Believe it or not, the first book that included photographs was about the ever-exciting world of algae. Yay.
Big Dummy is the game. 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Kylan. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Kylan.
Call will be recorded.
What in
Oh,
the-
really?
Oh,
Hey, yeah.
Hey, what's
I got an
going on
awesome
there?
freaking set of tools.
Yeah.
You still interested?
Let's
Just give me a
shake it
call
there,
back.
Mama. Give me a call back.
Yeah, baby.
Kylan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You left
oh.
your underwear in my fireplace,
Oh,
Kylan.
yeah. He's cheating on you.
This is not the first time. Tell your mother we said hello again. All right, let's go on to...
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
$50,000 to $80,000 to repair and replace a broken sewer? That stinks.
Well, that's what you get when you buy an older home.
We don't have that kind of money. I mean, who does?
Well, don't wait until it's too late. Call Pinky's.
Pinky's?
Yes, Darlene. Pinky's Plumbing. They do everything plumbing, even sewer and drain cleaning. A little preventative maintenance now will save you a big headache later. Just schedule it at pinkysplumbing.com.
Oh, thanks, Ethel.
Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by Smart Travel, a new podcast from NerdWallet. Smart Travel doesn't just cover points and miles. They break down all the financial aspects of your trip, whether that's the best days to book, how to avoid hidden fees, or which fancy travel credit cards pay off, and which ones are just an expensive flex. If you want your travel budget to work harder, then dive into the best deals, products, services, and more with Smart Travel from NerdWallet, wherever you get your podcasts.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, combining raw power with precision engineering, all backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. Climb inside a Tundra and experience the uncompromising strength. With its available iForce Max engine, the Tundra delivers exceptional power, torque, and towing capacity. Plus, the spacious and high-tech cabin keeps you connected on the run. Or check out a Tacoma. Agile, dependable, and unstoppable. The Tacoma's designed for those who go beyond the trails. Stay ahead of the pack with available off-road features like crawl control. Or break out your tunes with the available portable JBL speaker. Toyota trucks are built to last, year after year, mile after mile. So outlast every adventure and outlive the moment. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals. Or stop by your local Toyota dealer to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, Wade. Welcome to the men's room.
Well, hello there, pilgrims.
Hola. Wade, are you sober or not sober?
Well, my birthday was yesterday. I'm kind of still riding the wave, if you know what I mean. So, no, I'm not sober.
All right, riding the wave. Still got some left is the translation on that one. Okay, Wade, you're Wade no longer. Pick a new name. Will you now be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
I think I'm going to have to go Elvis just because he can dance and I can't.
Actual recording of Elvis's last moments. Got this exclusively.
So one time I was bowling with an ex-girlfriend and I got a turkey. You know what that is? Like 3 strikes in a row?
Yeah.
And I did this little celebratory dance, and she looked at me in the face and said, "You should never dance in public again, ever."
Wow.
Yeah, it's that bad.
That's like,
and I'm a drummer, so you would think, you know, I could dance, but I can't. So I'm going Elvis.
You dance with your hands, my brother. You dance with your hands. All right. Here's your question, Elvis. Infantry, cavalry, and artillery cards are the key to what Parker Brothers game?
Oh. Is it Risk?
One and done. Nice job, Wade.
Did you play Risk when you were a kid there?
Oh, man, yeah. And we had a lot of fights over that game, too.
Really? I hated that game. My brother played it all the time. I couldn't stand it.
Wade, what did you end up doing for your birthday last night? Did you go out?
Last night, I stayed home, and then my cousin made German food for me. That's why I asked you about sausage yesterday on my birthday shout-out. And then she took me to the Indian reservation. I got a carton of cigarettes and a beer.
All right. What, did you have sausage, or did you have, like, a Wiener Schnitzel?
So what it is, it's sausage, potatoes, and sauerkraut. And she bakes it all in the oven, and, oh, man.
That sounds good.
That sounds
What he
I've
doesn't
like-
know is she added antifreeze.
Yeah, I've already had like 4 servings of that.
Exactly as she wanted. All right, Wade, here's your true or false question. Ventriloquism started as a religious practice.
Oh, ventriloquism is a religious practice?
Hey, everybody, it's the Pope.
I mean, I got to say false.
It's true.
Yeah.
Imagine how that went over. Oh, yeah, man. Took me all night to fly here. Boy, my arm's tired.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 round.
Hello, Jess. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Jesse, on team sober or team not sober today?
Team sober today.
All right, Jess, welcome to Big Dummy. Jess, you are Jess no longer. You're now picking a one-word name. Will you be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
You guys kind of ruined Cher for me if I have to hear that one more time. I'm going Pink.
Just so you know there, Pink, Mike knew in advance you were going to pick Pink.
I knew it.
Like she's going to pick. I was hoping you picked Elvis. I really was. All right, Pink, here is your question. What musical is based on a series of children's books by P.L. Travers? They made a movie, and this movie convinced a young Miles Montgomery to jump off of his roof.
Oh.
Cat?
Oh.
Not a bad guess in all honesty.
I like that was a quick guess. Yeah.
It's a Broadway musical.
They made a movie.
About like Icarus?
That'd be Mary Poppins.
Oh.
The less dramatic Mary Poppins story.
Wasn't Icarus the one that flew too high
Close to the sun, yeah. And then Mary Poppins did the same thing. Horrible death. We never bring it up to the kids, yeah.
Then Iron Maiden sung about it.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say? Chitty chitty bang bang.
That is exactly what they say. That's how they close.
That's not Mary Poppins?
That's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Isn't that her in the flying car? She's singing that?
No.
No. The hell movie am I thinking about?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I gotta stop doing so many psychedelics.
Yeah. Chitty Chitty Bang
They're
Bang.
all the same
Chitty
to me.
Chitty Bang Bang.
There's a movie called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Come on.
That's the movie.
And I
you're talking
guarantee you, somewhere in the world, there is a food dish called a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Would you eat it?
Oh, son of a bitch.
That sounds like sausages, honestly.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yeah.
What if it's chili?
Like it's like chitty chitty bang bang sounds like you've got like 2 servings of mashed potatoes and 2 sausages.
Sounds like a stripper to me.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Like bangers and mash. Chitty chitty bang bang.
I don't know.
That's
man.
on the stage.
To me, it sounds like a chili where they will not tell you the ingredients.
Bang Bang.
I want to make it sound like I'm a gangster. I'm just like, yeah, man. Then he rolled up, chitty chitty bang bang. So that's done.
It's taken care of.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that Andrews, he weird, man. All right, here's your question. Cinco de Mayo is the celebration of the Mexican defeat of what country?
France?
Got it. Nice
That's
job,
it,
Jess.
Dave.
Very good.
And by the way, Ted, somebody cleared this up for you on the text line regarding you confusing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Mary Poppins.
Is it a Julie Andrews thing or something?
No, it is in fact Mr. Dick Van Dyke.
Oh.
He is in both, you see.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Both Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Mary Poppins. Which sex move would you try first? She says, I really want you to do the Mary Poppins, or she wants you to do the Chitty Bang Bang.
No.
Mary Poppins.
No, the chitty
I'm
chitty
going
bang
to
bang,
Chitty
dude.
Chitty Bang Bang. Like, I don't know what you're
What
going
is
to do.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang about?
I don't
It's a
know.
flying car, dude.
All right, but I would be willing to bet if that Dick Van Dyke has outlasted a lot of those kids in Mary Poppins.
Well, sure, but that's
he
a
was
dark-
a man. He was a man then.
But
They were
that's a-
kids.
You took this to a dark place. You're
I'm saying
saying
he's still alive.
that the kids,
But the kids are dead.
more of the kids from Mary Poppins are
Dead
dead
than Dick
Van-
Van. Yes.
Let me see.
Yes.
He has outlived them.
Yes. Correct.
How
And he
many?
played an adult in that movie.
Right.
He's got kids around him. That means there's easily a 15-year age difference. Dick Van Dyke wins.
All right, so Dick Van Dyke is still alive. Let's see. Where's
how
the
old
kids
is he?
here? Mr. Banks. Blah, blah, blah,
No
blah.
adults are going to be alive in that movie. Just Dick, right?
Jane Banks, still alive.
How old?
She was born 1955, so that'd make her, what, 70 this year?
Yeah.
All right, so maybe there's a handful of them.
And then Michael, I don't know, they still got the kid picture for Michael. It's not looking good.
Oh.
Oh, he died in 77.
Yes, all right.
God, he wasn't 20 years old. He was 19 when he died.
Had to be an OD. Yeah. See, I'm right.
Miles.
Well, I'm just saying.
God, why does it have to be an OD? I
don't know.
He could have gotten into a car accident.
Natural causes.
Natural causes.
Game is Big Dummy. 206-803. Oh, he got the black lung. That wasn't some lifelong thing, man.
Got tuberculosis. Went down.
Osteoporosis killed him.
Got polio. Took him out.
You have no idea.
So dark.
Miles actually invented the time machine. Went back in time and killed that man just to be right.
Knew you'd be dead.
Are you looking up how he died?
I am. We're going to look up how this kid went down.
Oh, come on. Don't do that.
Well, no, we got to know, man.
Let's see here. Death. Where's that? Illness and death. Okay. Contracted hepatitis while in India. By the time his father brought him back to London, the disease had spread to his pancreas. He died in 1977 at the age of 21 in the Royal Free Hospital in Hampstead, London.
Hepatitis.
Wow. Of hemorrhagic necrotizing pancreatitis.
Jesus God, man.
Yeah, so
I had
totally an OD, Miles.
Hepatitis 2 to A and B shots. Yeah, crazy.
Be glad you didn't get it.
That's what I'm saying. That probably
and you're
wasn't-
laughing at that young man.
That probably wasn't around then.
Died before his time, man. But Dick Van Dyke's still alive.
That's right.
99 years
Because
old.
he had his vaccinations.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the men's room.
You and your girl and your Johnson, oh yeah.
Girl in your Johnson. Jeff, are you sober or not sober?
Team sober at the moment. I wanted to make sure I wasn't on speakerphone like last time.
All right. We appreciate that. Okay, Jeff, you're Jeff No More. You got a new a name there. Are you going to be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
Out of all those, I think I could pull off the most. We're going to go with Prince.
Okay. Why do you think you could pull off Prince?
Well, I'm short. I got long hair. I got a mustache. I think if I wanted to do Elvis, someone would look at me and be like, no, you're not an Elvis. You're lying to me.
I ain't got long hair and a mustache.
Sound like Lord Farquaad.
I know. That's what I was picturing, too.
I could probably pass as Lord Farquaad a lot better than Prince, honestly.
Lucky you.
Have you seen that guy that's like a rapper in New York City? And he literally has the Lord Farquaad haircut.
No.
Oh, it's awesome. And he he dates like a black woman, so people are always like, you don't see him always, and it's like always dudes hitting on this girl, and he's like, what the hell, man? And they're like, Lord Farquaad, look at them effort.
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
Damn.
It's awesome.
Damn.
All right, Jeff,
His
here's
rap
your
song.
question. The Golden Gate Bridge spans what bay? The Golden Gate Bridge.
I don't think this is right, but San Francisco Bay.
You got it.
All right, that's all I was going to call
You
it.
got it, Jeff. Nice work.
Is that one and done?
All right, I'll take it.
Is that one and done or two and out?
One and done.
Oh, one and done. All right, hang on. We got a true or false question for you before we let you go. All right,
Final answer.
You're saying true final answer?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's right. How did you know that?
I haven't even asked the question yet. Would you like to know the question I was going to ask?
No, he's
yes.
right.
The question was, true or false? West Virginia is the only remaining state that does not ban bestiality. He guessed before I even asked him. And yes,
And you know what? He was wrong. It's
no,
false.
he was correct.
David ruled it out yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
Still on the table, boys.
Damn.
I want to know who's not voting on that. That's the question. You know? Just get in the chamber and
No, it's not about...
Okay, is this even an issue? If you object to this, will someone just raise their hand and stand up? I need to hear this.
No, there's bigger problems.
I
Miles.
need to hear
There's
this.
bigger problems in this state.
We can still do that
Tell
thing.
tell that to the...
Easy.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a woman in this holler in 10 years.
Tell that to Darnell's goat.
Let's go. Let's write the ode to Darnell's goat.
More of Big Dummy coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes, plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed. Yeah, a.k.a. you're in a Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
We'll work on that. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
You're in the men's room.
Head Chef coming up. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has some hot food takes.
Hot takes.
Like fried pickles are overrated. Coming up at 4:30. Head Chef right after the game known as Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Dylan. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy.
Hola.
Hola. Dylan, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Not sober.
What are you doing over there, Dylan?
Fishing and drinking beer.
Oh, you are? What are you fishing for?
In a couple Zins.
Nice. Going all out. What are you fishing for?
Springers.
All right, very cool. All right, Dylan, you are Dylan No More on our men's room poll. You're going to pick a new name. As Ranker has come up with a voting deal there for the best one-name singer of all time.
Yes.
So will you be now Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
Gonna have to go with Elvis.
You can pass as an Elvis. Yeah. Drinking beer, fishing, a couple Zins. Yeah. All right, Elvis.
I agree with Ted, though. Should have picked a different song.
Yeah. What?
What song did you want
what
there,
song
Elvis?
would you have picked for Elvis?
Any other song, I guess.
Any other song.
So you're basically
all
saying,
right.
I would not have picked that one. However, I can't even tell you one other Elvis Presley title.
But what you did was wrong.
No Hound Dog, no
I know
Jailhouse
that.
Rock, no Viva
Don't
Las
Be
Vegas.
Cruel.
Yeah, I mean, there's 9
Don't
million
be
of them.
cool.
Suspicious
Can't
Minds.
throw any out.
Thanks for your input, Dylan.
Not a single one.
See, that just completely nicks that argument.
You know what? You're not Elvis anymore. You're Dylan again.
Yeah, Dylan just wanted us to feel bad about our choice.
Hey, Elvis, what kind of flavor you got on that upper decky?
Cool Mint 6.
Oh, solid.
6.
I don't think you should have chosen that one. There's so many better ones out there.
I'd have gone 1 through 5.
Guys, leave Elvis alone, all right? He's zinning, he's fishing, he agrees with me. He's a great American.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
Elvis.
down here in Longview.
And Longview.
Oh, man, that place smells great. Don't eat that fish, dude. Are you in the Columbia?
Yes, sir.
Do not eat that fish there, man.
I'll smoke it.
All right. Okay. Just don't eat it.
Just don't eat it.
Man, it's going to taste like wood. It's going to taste like sawdust, and you know it.
All right, here's your question. Which social media app, launched in 2011, became famous for its filters and disappearing filters? Disappearing photos, sorry.
Oh, man. Oh, yep, I got it.
Ted's got
Should
it.
I know this?
Yeah, you
Should I know
should. Think about it.
You've heard of it. I didn't know this.
Oh.
Kids used to ask for numbers. Now they're asking for this.
It's got to be Snapchat.
Boom. Okay.
Yes.
One and done.
I kind of like Snapchat.
Yeah. You know, I'll give Elvis credit. He's judgy, but at least you're smart. All right. Here is your question. True or false? The dessert tiramisu was invented in a French restaurant because they believed it was an aphrodisiac. Yeah. Eat some.
It does have alcohol in it.
Have some of these
That's
lady
true.
fingers.
No.
Now look.
Don't eat the fish, Dylan.
It was invented because they believed it was an aphrodisiac. It was not created in a French restaurant. It was created in Italian brothels.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Definitely Italian.
Lady fingers and coffee. That's all you need.
That's what kind of why they built the cannoli too.
Oh yeah.
Just in case you didn't hook up later.
Come on, man. Oh, no.
I need a cannoli to go.
A cannoli is cheaper than the lady. How much money?
Just give me the cannoli. It's not going to work out.
Right, it's not happening tonight.
It's not happening. I'm out.
Give me a cannoli to go.
Fill them with cream.
Yeah, please.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room. John.
Oh, I'm here.
Hola. John, sober, not sober. And John's gone.
John's gone.
John's gone.
I'm here. Click.
Lee got dumped.
Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the men's room.
Oh, the bitches.
Hola, Johnny.
Are you sober or not sober?
Oh, we're working on not sober.
Are you drinking a men's room IPA, Johnny?
I am not. I'm drinking vodka and apple juice. Don't judge me.
Wow.
Vodka apple juice. Okay.
All right. Dean Martin.
Hey, Ted, you got to go say hi to Emily soon.
I know. I saw her a few weeks. Jesus, that was probably a couple months ago. She's only working.
Talking.
All right.
Go see Emily.
Come on, man. Let's go see Emily.
Damn,
Why is that so hard?
All right. I'm the bad one.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, Johnny. You got to pick a new name on our men's room poll. I'm going to read these real slow because Mike's in the other room. Are your name going to be Elvis?
Are your name? I like that.
Is your name going to be Elvis? Are you Prince, Cher, or Pink on our men's room poll?
Oh, give me that Blue Christmas. Let's go, Elvis.
That's amazing. You guys got to tell.
Real quick on tiramisu. If you're ever downtown in Belltown, Wasabi, good sushi place.
Absolutely.
Green tea tiramisu.
And then point out that it was invented in an Italian brothel. See if they'll take money off.
I think the green tea one was invented in an Asian brothel.
Yeah. I'll stop there.
I know. I wish people could have seen my face when I said it through like an Asian one, man.
Be glad you didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, be glad that you did not see his face. All right, Johnny, here is your question. How many soldiers set out to find Private Ryan in the movie Saving Private Ryan? Not to be confused with Saving Ryan's Privates, which is an actual porn.
It is.
I have no idea. Let's go 69.
Is it like a special forces or is it 200 people?
No.
A lot less.
Man, it's squad. It was like 7.
It was 8.
Eight, right? Because it's their squad.
It wasn't worth 9.
That movie.
I watched it last week.
Really?
I have like.
What is? I mean,
awesome
my
movie,
God!
I know it's like I watch rom-coms on planes, and if I have vacation, I watch sad war movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, we had time off. And that's where you went.
I want to be depressed by the most horrific intro of a movie ever.
It's a hell of a movie.
It is.
But you're right, Mike. I started with the beach scene when they started, and I was like, I'm a little bit in. I got to check it out. Just powerful. I mean, just great movie.
Just throw on a bathrobe, put on Full Metal Jacket. Apocalypse Now. Any other pick-me-ups?
I think the wife and I got stoned last time I started that movie, and we just got so bummed out by the intro. We're like, let's not watch this anymore.
It doesn't get any better, honestly. The whole movie's sad.
Let's just put on the Deer Hunter.
Is that Train Spotting?
Bring the
Let's put that
room
on.
up. Bring the room up.
See, Deer Hunter, too dark, but I'd still watch Platoon.
Oh, that's too dark. Okay. There's a limit.
Yeah, the Deer Hunter's weird when they're home. That's what bugs me.
Look, Honey Marley and Me.
Let's put it on.
Oh, is that Schindler's List?
The kids seem happy. Get them in here. That'll calm them down. All right, Johnny.
Well, I was about to say, you know what? I love Glory, but at the end of the day, that whole regiment dies.
Sure. Again, these are your movies. These are your pick-me-ups. Ted on vacation. All right.
Living life.
Yeah,
Waiting for
man.
the one teardrop.
I mean, literally, the one day I wasn't out in the sun doing stuff. God, it sounds pathetic now. I was sitting at home watching Saving Private Ryan.
Damn these boys.
Look at me on vacation, eating leftovers, watching Private Ryan.
Living it up. Man.
It's illegal to have this much fun.
The part where the guy picks up his own arm.
All right, Johnny, here's your question. What 4 C's are named after colors? Colors. S-E-A-S.
4 C's.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Give me a second here. Hold on. All right.
Ooh, I know 2 of them.
Right.
Let's see. We got Black Sea, Red Sea.
One of us not.
One of them what?
Pretty sure one of them isn't deep, as it were. The deep blank sea.
Man, I have no idea. Black Sea, Red Sea, Green Sea, Blue Sea. I don't know.
Green Sea, Blue Sea.
How about Caspian?
What color is Caspian? Yeah.
What's one of them fancy blue ones?
Oh,
Caspian blue.
I don't
fancy
know.
blue. What do you? Somebody say that's one of them fancy blue ones.
Really?
Yeah. You know that Caspian Sea.
Well, there's a blue sea, right?
There's not a blue sea.
There's the deep blue sea, Miles.
Blue Sea was a sushi place.
That's all. You're right.
So that's 3.
Not bad tacos.
You said what? Black, red. What was the other one you said?
He didn't know.
I
He
don't
just,
even remember. Green.
Is there a
Green
yellow
blue
sea?
There's a yellow sea.
Is there a pink sea?
No.
Miles.
Why?
Sit there, you be quiet.
The pink sea.
You have the Red Sea, the Black Sea,
Green
the
sea?
Yellow Sea, and the White Sea.
All right.
All right.
Where's
Oh,
the White Sea?
Utah.
Africa.
Where's the Yellow Sea?
It's exactly
Don't
where you
ask.
think.
It
is.
On.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
All right, Johnny.
Where's the Black Sea?
Know where you think. Not even close.
Yeah.
That's all the north that I would have thought.
These don't really. It doesn't really. The name is not geography. All right.
One of them.
Tell me the Red Sea's near Ireland.
No. All right, your question. There are 5 oceans on this earth: the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Arctic, the Indian, and what?
Wait, say those one more time.
There are 5 oceans on Earth. Earth. The Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Indian Ocean. What's the 5th one?
I don't know. Antarctic.
Yeah, or south.
Yeah.
Either the Southern Ocean or the Antarctic. Yeah, you did get it, man.
Good job.
When did they introduce that? The 5th sea.
Well, it was always,
Because when I was growing up, it
it was the
always,
5th ocean. It's always been there.
What? I know
They
it's
just
always
changed it to
been
the.
there.
They also
I'm saying,
changed
when
it to
did
the
they name
southern.
it?
They changed it to this. It was always the Antarctic Ocean, but they also changed
Really?
it to the Southern Ocean in our lifetime.
I swear, when I was
I'm
growing
pretty
up,
sure.
they just said there were the 4, and that
There's
the
5
Indian,
and 7
they always-
continents.
Right. Well, 7 continents, I know.
Yeah.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Dwayne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Cheers.
Dwayne, are you sober or not sober?
We'll just say not sober today.
All right, Dwayne. Are you drinking a men's room 20th anniversary lager from Black Raven?
I am, Miles.
Nice
All
work,
right,
Dwayne.
sir.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. And so does the Fisher House. All right, Dwayne. You're Dwayne no more, by the way. Now pick a new name. Will you be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
I'm going to, the last Elvis guy, I think he should have said Viva Las Vegas, but I'm going to go with Prince.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Prince, here's the question. What is the more common name for hydrogen hydroxide? Hydrogen hydroxide.
Well,
Or is it?
all I can think of is hydrogen peroxide right now.
But it's hydroxide.
That does not.
Is it dihydrogen monoxide?
Hydroxide.
What was your guess?
I don't know. I said hydrogen peroxide, but I don't think that's right.
It is not right.
Is it mustard gas?
Oh, God, no, it's water.
Oh.
Isn't that dihydrogen monoxide?
Did you say monoxide?
Yeah.
No.
There's one.
Hydrogen hydroxide. Hydra and
But
hydro.
it's H2
like
and
the
then
cookie.
O. Dihydrogen.
Overthinking.
Overthink. Hydrogen hydroxide. Mike's typing it in, that's all.
Like the cookie.
Yes. Can I get a
Yeah,
hydroxide?
fact check that, Mike.
I'm working on it.
Oh, listen to Dwayne. Yeah, fact check that, Mike. Mike. What you got? Hydrogen hydroxide. Gets harder to say the more I say. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, right out of the gate.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen hydroxide.
I will stand corrected. Hydrogen hydroxide.
That's all it said. How about that, Dwayne?
Because there's 2 H's is what I went. There's
You
one
just
O
got
and 2
your,
H's.
your fact checked. We checked you right in your fact. All right, Dwayne.
You got me.
Here's a question. What is the name of Marty's band in the film Back to the Future? It's also a Hellraiser character.
Pretty much the only one you know.
Pinheads?
Ah, you got it.
Nice
You
job,
gotta be
Dwayne.
kidding.
They named
Nice
their band
job.
after Pinhead.
It was like Chuck Berry and the...
In the Pinheads.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 round.
Oh, wait, no, it was Marvin Berry that was in there.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, almost.
Matt, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Does that mean you're stoned, Matt?
What's that?
Are you stoned?
No.
You giggled after you said that. All right, pick a new name, Matt. Is it going to be Elvis, Prince, Cher, or Pink?
I'd have to go with Pink because I can make up a whole bunch of stuff out.
All right.
All right, Pink, here's your question. How many different marshmallow shapes are in Lucky Charms?
Ooh.
Damn, Mike.
5. I'm going to say 5.
I don't know if you're getting your
6?
bargain basement Lucky Charms. You know what, man? Both you and Matt Miles, I don't know what you're doing. You want at least 8
I think the
different
cereal
marshmallow
sucks.
shapes.
I'm not buying it.
It's not bad, man.
Yeah, it's
there are 8
terrible.
different shapes.
8.
I would accept 7 or 8. There are hearts. There are stars. But some of them are stars / horseshoes. So I would accept 7 or 8. So hearts, stars, horseshoes, clovers, moons, unicorns, rainbows, and balloons.
I'd almost rather eat grape nuts.
What?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Over Lucky Charms.
Yes.
I think you've
they're
got
terrible.
to be kidding me.
I hate those and the puffy corn ones.
The puffy corn ones are ridiculous.
Yeah,
they're not a
they're
cereal.
the
they're
pops,
the worst.
The pops, the
They
absolute
are the worst.
worst.
But great
Gotta
nuts.
have
Come
grape
on, man.
nuts before I would eat Lucky
There
Charms.
is no way.
Yes, I would.
You eat grape nuts when your doctor tells you
No,
that
you
you
do
have
not.
to. There's
I would
no
eat-
one
I would
else
eat
that just eats grape nuts.
Frosted shredded wheat. before
Miles,
would
I
eat
will
that.
die on the hill with you that corn pops are better than Lucky Charms, but I will leave
What?
you abandoned for grape nuts. bud.
No, I said corn nut pops are the worst.
No, they're not.
The ultimate worst.
They're
cereal.
You like
great.
those?
I love
them
corn
too.
pops.
I grew up on
Really?
Pops.
Really?
Gotta have my pops.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
They're terrible. I agree with Miles on that. Disagree heartily about the
Okay.
grape nuts versus Lucky Charms. What?
Anyway.
What about Lucky Charms, Mike? You got to like those.
I love Lucky Charms.
All right. We got that.
Damn.
I don't like Irish breakfast cereal.
That's what it is. Bangers and mash.
That is a lie.
I've seen you have Jameson for breakfast.
Point taken.
Well played.
Point taken.
Well played.
Point taken.
Cereal is bad for you in general.
Yeah. Thank you. So I drink Jameson.
How do you think I got the name Pink?
That's right.
All right, Matt,
Stupid.
speaking of cereal, how many different colors of Fruit Loops are there? How many different colors of Fruit Loops?
10.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Yeah.
What'd you guess?
6.
Oh, wow.
I thought there was 5 Fruit Loops.
No, man, he knows his Fruit Loops. All right. There is red, there is orange, there is yellow, there is green, there is blue, and there is purple.
And they all taste the same.
They
right?
taste exactly
They
the
all
same.
taste
All the colors of the rainbow.
How do you spell fruits and Fruit Loops?
FRIT.
That would be
Frit.
Frit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
OOT.
It is, in fact, FROOT.
Now that's not a bad
Oh,
cereal.
fruit.
I can
I
tell.
don't think they can legally call them Fruit Loops. Like, well, I mean, there's no like fruit in them, man. But, you know.
Thing is, you would never put a banana in Fruit Loops. You know, you used to cut up a banana
No.
and put it in your cereal. It just doesn't make sense.
The banana would taste weird.
I know.
It would taste natural. Oh, God damn it, he just hung up. All right. Albino Matt.
All right.
Let's click on his ass and he went away.
Oh,
Nice job.
We're playing against each other
All
today.
right, playing against each other.
Here we go.
Do we have to chime in or just yell it?
What's your name going to be, by the way?
Elvis.
Elvis?
Can we get a different song?
I've changed mine up. I think I'm going to be I think I'm going to be Cher this time.
believe in life after love?
Free hope.
Free hope. Mike?
Free
Who are you
hope.
going to be? All right, thanks. So we're your contestants right now. It's just so you got all. I am Cher.
All right.
This is
Elvis.
This is Elvis, and that's Pink.
All right. All right. All right, your question. What was Robert De Niro's nickname in the movie Ace? I immediately looked at Elvis.
Ace?
No, you mean
Oh, God damn it, I read it
Goodfellas?
right.
Oh God!
I'm
no,
going to guess
it-
Ace.
Hang on. Casino.
What's
His name is
Casino.
Ace.
Yeah, I read it wrong.
That's all I was like.
No,
damn it.
nobody gets points on that.
No, you
That's
can't get
crap.
points. I
But I
just
knew
get
the movie.
You did know the movie, but he gave you the character, and the character was the question.
Yeah. I'm supposed to say in the movie Casino. I said the movie Ace.
Right.
Yeah.
Screwed it up. All right. Your question. Which of these 7 dwarves comes first?
Happy.
Alphabetically.
Alphabetically?
Doc.
Alphabetically.
Doc.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Dopey.
I know what it is.
Incorrect.
Hold on, give me a second.
I'm going to give you
Bashful.
Damn it.
But
it's
Happy
effect
really
bashful.
does.
Yeah.
But Happy does.
Free hope.
Happy does really.
Grumpy.
He goes
Grumpy. He gets it done.
You know he does.
All right.
Because he's happy.
Caracas is the capital of what country?
Venezuela.
Wow.
Ding.
Good job, Pete.
Caracas. Caracas, Venezuela.
This is the speed round.
Yeah.
I'd like to smell your Caracas. All right. I'm in your city. Pull your pants off.
Smells like bleaches.
All right. Your question. What did Nazi Germany's regime replace Santa Claus with? It's a Norse god.
Ooh.
Oh, like you guys are acting like you don't know. Krampus?
Incorrect.
A Norse god.
I have no idea.
Think about Thor.
Odin?
Odin, that is correct.
2 for my cock.
Mike was pretending to not know that. I saw you look down at your tattoo. All right, your question. What is the more common name for the fruit Citrus paradisi? Citrus paradisi.
Orange.
Lime.
Keep spinning.
I'll go lemon.
Now, the worst of the citrus fruits, the grapefruit.
I hate grapefruit.
Okay. You'll eat grape nuts, but not grapefruit.
No,
I would rather
absolutely.
eat a grapefruit before I eat a bowl of
Grapefruit
grapefruit.
is not bad if you cover it in sugar, but that defeats
Nothing's
the point.
bad when you cover it in sugar.
Exactly. And grapefruit juice maybe is the worst juice of all time.
Well, no, it's a good alternative for a mimosa juice.
Really?
Yeah, grapefruit juice shines at breakfast.
Yeah.
And there's cocktails. You can use it when you make a Bay Breeze.
Couldn't I use orange juice?
Well, you use both.
Oh, all right.
I like to see you stroll into a place.
What's in a Bay
When you
Breeze?
took off your undershirt, just had on that, leave that open.
Yeah.
Like, sir, let me get a Bay Breeze.
Doesn't matter where I even walk into. I can just walk into Met like this. Let me get it. And you're telling me they're going to make me a Bay Breeze.
Isn't it just vodka, orange juice, and grapefruit?
I don't know.
Or there's a Madras, too. There's a couple different.
When's the last time you had a Bay Breeze? I've never had a Bay Breeze in my life.
I wouldn't even know to order it.
I think I had one in Hyannis when I was out on the Cape.
Because like the first drinks you seem to learn are the ones that say like the buttery nipple, right? Sex on the beach, redheaded slut. But the Bay Breeze never made it down.
There's some just simple ones that have fancy names, right? So I think I might be confusing. I think cranberry and orange juice and vodka.
What's in a redheaded slut?
Madras.
Okay. All right.
Madras, right?
That does sound fancy.
Redheaded sluts, what? Jaeger, cranberry.
I was kidding.
It's true.
Oh.
you really know that.
Yeah. Then I worked at a college bar. It was popular.
That's fine. Head Chefs coming up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes, the Talking Chips, and Hot Food Takes. And we've got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
I don't know if you've heard, but iExcel is perfect for busy kids like me. It helps me practice everything we do in school. I'm getting ahead in reading and catching up on math. iExcel actually makes math fun. Start learning today at iExcel.com.
Yes, I love this game.
iExcel is actually a learning app, but it's so fun, my kiddo calls it a game.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah, you are. He loves the challenge. I love the results. iExcel, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at iExcel.com.
Running a business can be exhausting. Building your website shouldn't be. With Wix, you can express your ideas, give direction, then leave the heavy lifting to AI. From site creation to branded content and images. Have fun with the details. Customize what you want the way you want. And manage your whole business from a centralized dashboard with expert AI tools. Build, scale, and enjoy the incredible results. You can do it all yourself on Wix.
At Astound Business Solutions, we know every business is unique. That's why we create tailored solutions to help you grow. With the nation's leading business intranet and 24/7 support, we're always here if you need us. Your business is our business. We are Astound for a reason.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a Real ID. Because starting May 7th, 2025, to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a Real ID. Or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your Real ID at tsa.gov/RealID. That's tsa.gov/RealID. Or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews, all on the app. Download today.
At Danner, we believe our beloved trails will always need footsteps to keep the paths from fading, and those journeys are often better when shared. The Women's Trail Trainer was built by women for women who embrace the outdoors. Rally your girls, lace up, and blaze the trail. Resurge midsoles provide next-level comfort, while Danner's Precision Fit technology offers more custom fit with optimal support. Breathe in the scenery and feel right at home in the dirt. Explore the women's trail trainer at danner.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines non-stop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Do a little day drinking with the Daily Mix Morning Show in the sunshine there down in Puyallup. They will be at the Red Dog for Sunrise de Mayo from 12 until 2. Absolutely free. You can bring your dog, bring your kids, come hang out, drink some beer with those guys, and hang out in Steve Biggs' hometown of Puyallup. Yeah, it'll be a good time. And again, obviously, absolutely free. So, noon, show up and get a couple cold ones with our friends Steve Miggs and Danny B, and of course, Taryn Daly on Saturday. Okay, do we have time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com? A birthday's brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company. Dip responsibly. All of shoulders. Today is my brother-in-law David's 37th birthday. Loves you guys. Would love to hear a birthday shout out from you and his favorite sister. So could he please get a fart, a barbershop quartet fish sandwich, and the Dirty Germans talking about he should celebrate his 37th birthday. You guys rock. Thanks from Angie.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night.
Yeah, it's your 37th birthday. Yeah, in Deutschland, we let you celebrate one of our favorite foods. Pretzels. So tonight you do the human pretzel. You get bendy and then you make it salty.
Yeah, it's what ends up on your face. Pub busted.
Michelle, Mayday. Can I get a birthday shout out to my youngest son, Jake? He's 22 today. How about the captain giving him advice for his 22nd year and a Wendy Williams burp fart? Thanks again for getting me through the work week and afternoons. You guys rock. That from your longtime listener, Danielle.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. Happy 22nd birthday. You know, on my 22nd birthday, me and the mascots got drunk on fermented coconut milk that we filtered through a discarded raccoon carcass. Well, next morning, we woke up in an abandoned train car resting sideways in a landfill behind an haunted oil refinery. Still can't explain it, but everyone's farts smelled like Lysol that day. Oh, then we went to a children's hospital to spread joy. So do what the old Capitan did. Something charitable. For example, I gave my number to a saucy little vixen named Stephanie. But she was an actual vixen. She was the fox. Crunch berries.
Hola and aloha, naked ladies. Sending a birthday request from my homie, Peter D. He's beginning his 55th trip around the big ball of fire in the sky. How about an Oh My God with the F is That Bro, a Johnson jingle, and a Smell It. Happy birthday, Peter Mon. That from Big Aloha. From Mason. Go Mariners. Tridents up.
Oh my God, what the is that, bro?
Do your girl and your Johnson.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
All right, guys.
Wait.
All right, guys. Here you go.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Robin. I believe that's the beginning of C.W. McCall's Convoy.
It was.
You asked what that was.
Hold on, let me go back to it.
No, I'm not kidding. I was just had to rack my brain for a minute. What's left of it? Yeah, that's Convoy.
You know the song, Mike?
No.
Really?
Never heard Convoy?
You've never heard the song Convoy? The song
But you're a country music fan.
Yeah, I just figured like... Oh, it's unbelievable.
You can be a rock fan and not know every song.
Turn it up. How do you turn it up?
Yeah, man, it's Convoy. That's it.
We're going to be able to put this on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
No. Okay.
I think we just have to talk over the entire time.
That's all he's doing. He's not even singing. That's why I
thought he'd sing a little bit, right?
Or is it Dark at the Moon on the 6th of June?
Yeah, who's talking?
Yeah, it's talking, man. It's like spoken word.
All right, what do I got here?
I don't think Luke Combs is covering this one, Miles.
Is he really?
No. He can sing.
Oh. Oh, Michelle's doing security for a living. I used to work in downtown Salt Lake City, and I saw crazy stuff on the overnight that still burned in my memory. One of the funnier ones was when I was guarding a lobby overnight. We had another guard across the street. He did exterior patrols for a separate building. Now, some dude was twacked out on meth or something and screaming at this other guard, fists raised, absolutely losing it. Middle of the winter, and he was shirtless. Well, the guard proceeds to fire off his taser at him. Dude just gets angrier, rips the hooks out, and the guard went right into the building. Needless to say, I locked the doors to my lobby before the said tweaker could come over to our building. You get some insane people down here, surprisingly. Keep on rocking, bitches. That from Nathan.
Damn.
Here is one from a few weeks back on an animal that I encountered. Now, the way that we phrased the question was, you tell us where you were, what you were doing, and we will try to guess the animal that you encountered.
Right.
So here's one of those. Guys, I was on my first tour of Iraq, 2004-2005. My platoon was conducting a raid, searching for cached weapons. Clue number 1, this animal was taller than I am. Clue number 2, this animal hissed at me. That from Elwyn in Tacoma.
I'd say either a camel or a cobra. Say
Camel
cobra.
or a cobra.
I'd go cobra.
It's not a bad guess, either way around. Ted?
It's bigger than him.
Taller than him.
And hissed at him.
Iraq, 2004.
So, yeah, it's got to be a camel.
Mike, any guesses?
No, I got nothing.
It's an ostrich.
Oh, damn.
6 of them. The male hissed and pecked at me.
What are they doing in Iraq?
They're just farmed in a lot of different places. They were in South Africa when I was down there. There are ostrich farms all over the United States. They have them in Canada and everything else. I'm assuming the only place that these guys are in the wild is in Australia.
Probably, yeah.
But I don't know that to be true. All right, let's see here. Coming up at 5:08, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day. But first,
time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef of the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. What are you thinking? We got to start with these hot takes, right?
Hot takes.
All right, so some hot food takes.
Food takes.
I did not write them. I may agree or disagree with some of these on here. I think a couple of these we have talked about a lot. Olives. You guys like olives?
I do.
All right. Calamata.
They're good.
Yeah, I like them.
They're a little
Better
bit
than
brinier
black olives?
Yes.
Depends.
Well, it depends on how you like. Black olives, I think, are better sliced.
Yeah.
Calamata are better whole.
I agree.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
What about green olives versus black olives?
Black.
I think I'll take green on those.
Green, whole, black sliced. I mean, seriously, back to that again.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to a buddy today. It's like, I don't like olives, but I like brine.
Sure.
And I like kind of salty stuff, but I don't. Olives just have a different.
Do you like a tapenade?
No, because it tastes like olive.
That's all it tastes like. Sure.
You know what I mean? Like if Mike and I go out and he's like, Ted, we're getting a supreme pizza. Like there's some black olives on there. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, you can overlook it.
It's also good on like a bean dip or a 7-layer dip, like a Mexican style dip with salsa. Any kind of nachos, I think that it goes there well.
Yeah, I'm with you. I remember once we had like a Christmas party, and we were all young, but my cousins were even younger. And I remember them running around, and they all had black olives on their fingers.
Of course.
Because kid, number one, do it. And then I'm like the only person in my family who doesn't like olives, right? And then I remember them all puking.
Well, yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't care who you are. I mean, they were just eating them like at a crazy pace.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's the hot take on olives?
That the what would you call them, Mike?
Kalamata olives?
Yeah, are better than black olives.
Oh.
It's not the worst take in the world.
Not bad. Sure.
All right, how about this one? The more rare the fish, the better.
No, not necessarily. Either you taste good or you don't taste good. Just because you're rare doesn't mean it tastes good.
I don't know that I have a whole lot of different flavors when it comes to fish.
Well, the only fish that I believe I've had that's technically maybe considered rare is a sturgeon. I mean, I don't know if it's rare or not, but that's the most unusual fish I've had, I guess.
I mean, mahi-mahi isn't exactly show up all the time.
It doesn't, but it's not
depends on where
rare.
you're at. Like if you're in Hawaii, it's everywhere.
I love mahi-mahi. I think it's delicious.
It is.
I think I think black cod.
Ooh.
That is the number right there, man.
Right, and that's
cod are not rare.
If you can find sable fish, that's butter.
And it doesn't show up a ton. There's there's one other fish I remember. Me and my buddy,
Catfish.
Well, first of all, catfish is delicious. You can fry it, whatever. But no, there's another kind of rare. My buddy knew a girl that worked at a very high end seafood joint, and we went in there and she was like, "Try this." And we were like, "What is this?"
Like a red snapper.
No, I forget the name of it, but I was just like,
Chilean sea bass.
Is it
you
white,
know what?
flaky?
I think it was Chilean sea bass.
Oh, yeah, that's very
It was delicious, but the price point, like I ain't ordering it.
Yep.
And if you can ever find it whole on a grill, buy it that way. If they serve it that way, man, that's it.
I mean, I like monkfish too, which is like some people call poor man's lobster. That's how the guy described it
That's
to me.
an ugly ass fish.
All right, here's the hot take: cheese on burgers makes them taste less fresh.
No,
It's never crossed my mind.
I don't.
That's never gone through my mind. Yeah.
When's the last time you had just a plain hamburger, though?
Within the last year.
All right.
One of the last 2 summers I've had one.
But typically I go for a cheeseburger. But I do remember, even when I had the hamburger, I wish there had been cheese on the hamburger.
Right.
What's the best burger you ever had, though?
It's like
James's.
Right.
Honestly.
There's no cheese.
That is true.
But it's also like
That
a
is
cheese
true.
pizza. You know, you would go, cheese pizza. But when you have a piece of cheese pizza, you're like, this is really good. So, like, I haven't had a regular hamburger in a while, but I know if I.
But
had
James's
one,
are different.
it would
I'm
be
just saying, I can agree with this hot take a little bit. It's saying, hey, there's no cheese on here. It just tastes fresher. It's just you.
Just a burger.
Just your mouth, the burger.
and the Johnson.
All right, another hot take. Coffee. It's too bitter to enjoy, even with sugar and flavorings added.
Disagree.
I drink black coffee like a man.
I know, you do.
So do I.
I had cream and sugar, but still, I like the taste.
Well, the weekends I get crazy.
Oh.
And, get a latte or something. But generally during the week, I just drink black coffee.
Now, I will say that there are those that do make their coffee too strong, and that's
Sure.
when it's too bitter to enjoy. But if you don't make, freaking tar, then it's drinkable.
Yep.
Yeah. I would also say good DJ. Black coffee.
Black coffee.
Black coffee.
Ham and pineapple are okay on pizza.
If you like it, yes, but don't order it for everyone.
Correct.
And that's the one thing about pizza, is that typically you're not eating the entire pizza on your own. So,
So don't order a whole.
Now, if we got 3 pizzas, we got one that I'm just not interested in. So I'll pick from the 2. That's fine. But
I won't say where I got this pizza, but Mike and I, sometimes you guys aren't in here, we have pizza talk. And this is how I described it. I said, Mike, I had to try this pizza. He goes, how was it? I said, it was good. It left me a little disappointed. I said, I'll break it down to you this way. It was a medium pizza, and it took me 3 days to finish it.
Wow. Okay. Now that says it all.
Yeah.
That's like a Rotten
was it the
Tomatoes
toppings
ranking.
or was the quality of the pizza?
I don't know. I was expecting more.
So you're
Were you expecting more?
so
You heard good
disappointed that you
things,
didn't want to eat it?
or you
Correct.
just thought a better pizza in general?
I just thought the pizza would be better in general. And then, Miles, you're right. Usually the next day I'd have those next 4
And a
slices.
medium took
But
3
I was
days.
like, I had one slice, watching Defining Private Ryan. Then I decided to get something else.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. The boring, less sugar, non-weird, wacky mascot cereals are the best. Stuff like Cheerios, Chex, Corn Flakes, and shredded wheat.
Disagree.
I wouldn't put them as best. They're fantastic. I love them, but
They're fine.
To me, there's not much of a cereal hierarchy. I will agree that Cinnamon Toast Crunch sits on the top, but the rest is just they're the townspeople to the king that is Cinnamon Toast
I
Crunch.
go over this all the time. I love Raisin Bran Crunch. There's no mascot, this and that. But when you look it up, it's like one of the worst cereals for you. Loaded with sugar.
Yeah.
Well, like Rice Krispies, they're okay.
They're fine.
But if you make a Rice Krispie treat, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Chex Mix,
Great.
okay. If you make Chex Mix, I'd almost rather take all that Chex out of the cereal and give it to the Chex Mix people. Let them put some soy sauce or whatever.
I still
I
like Chex.
assume
Stick it in the
if
oven.
you own Chex, like if I see a box of Chex, I assume you make Chex Mix. I never think you're
The
actually
only one on this
eating
list that
cereal.
throws me off is plain Cheerios.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a honey nut
sustenance.
option.
Right.
But
My kids
don't
actually
like
prefer-
that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to upgrade to Honey Nut Cheerios. When they hit that age, man, they're still just down with Cheerios. They do not want Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, I have a friend. She still eats plain Cheerios, and I just can't move past it.
Yeah.
Does she use milk?
My wife likes plain cornflakes way too damn much.
But she likes them.
She likes
How
them.
about Frosted Flakes?
I love Frosted
Well,
Flakes.
those are great.
And she's
Like,
good
that's
with those,
cornflakes. You just put sugar on.
Correct.
That's why I like, shredded wheat with frosted.
Hot takes. Raw tomatoes are disgusting. They taste metallic.
If you
No.
like them, you
Get
like
them out of a
What?
can.
No, I love tomatoes.
I don't love tomatoes, but I can't hate them.
Like the little grape tomatoes that you can get. Like, I pop those things like candy. Mm-hmm. Now, am I going to say it's the greatest thing on the planet? No, but metallic? No. Grow up.
I'm only eating a cherry or grape tomato, one of the tiny ones, if it's on a toothpick with mozzarella.
Okay, yeah.
That's very specific.
No, but that's a good time to eat.
It's a little caprese
He's
stick.
100.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Perfect combo,
drizzled
man.
a little balsamic
Balsamic,
over it.
yeah.
Listen, I don't like tomatoes, so generally I'm not going to eat them, but I'm also, look, I'm in my mid-40s. Not going to be that idiot. It's like, I'm just taking the tomato off so I can eat the cheese.
I'm coming over to your house for appetizers.
I'm okay if you don't like tomatoes, but don't tell me they taste bad. Like, screw you.
Yeah, like, I don't like mushrooms. And years ago, I was at a party. Not a party, a get-together.
A gathering.
It was later in the evening, and we were having a fire out front. Somebody said, I got a Costco pizza. I'm going to cook it. I said, dope. I'm hungry. Then when the pizza came out, I didn't realize they had put all these mushrooms on top. So, like, one bite in, I know there's mushrooms on them, but I'm committed. So I just kept eating the pizza and sucked it up.
Wow.
Yep. Hot takes. Sweet does not belong with savory.
You tell that story like I was in a shipwreck.
Like you're poisoned.
I had to swim 20 miles to shore,
Just spit it out.
clinging to a dead beaver for my only flotation.
I don't like mushrooms.
And I survived and ate the mushroom pizza. God damn it! That was your
They didn't know the hell they put you through. Like,
That's the truth, though. I grinned and bared it.
I got blue cheese on it, too, or something.
Oh, it's like eating that raw clam.
That's what we need to make you. Baked mushrooms with stuffed blue cheese in the middle.
Jesus,
With a
man.
side of raw clams.
I'll never eat another raw clam.
That didn't sound like a good idea.
I've never.
Yeah,
I never
I
know.
don't do it. And then, and my buddy goes, don't puke.
Screw you.
So again, sweet does not belong with savory or salt. So I feel like as Americans, we love salty and sweet.
Yeah.
But like my buddy Kyle from the podcast, brand new episode out, he said when he lived in Australia that the Australians were just disgusted by it.
Oh, stick with your Vegemite.
You talking about like a
Yeah,
salted
no kidding.
caramel ice cream or something like that?
I mean, chocolate covered pretzel.
Yeah, man.
Caramel, yeah,
Salted.
any of that stuff. They just, in Australia, he was like, they will not mix salty and sweet.
I'll be damned.
You
It's
gotta
like a
find the-
massive no-no.
You got to find the right combination. There's different kinds of sweet. There's different kinds of salty. Like, you wouldn't put
The Australians
confection
don't
salt.
care.
They don't
Like,
care, Mike.
Right, I know. You wouldn't put
They
like
just live
confectioner's
down there
salt
on
on
their
like a
side of
gummy
the
bear,
world.
but like,
My
damn,
grandpa-
dude.
They're
grandfather's-
already in tomorrow because they don't care about today.
My grandfather's favorite thing, and it's so basic, but it's just a plain bag of Lay's potato chips and a vanilla milkshake. And when you put that combo together, man, it is that sweet and salty. And it's plain as, but it's great.
This hot take on food, sponsored by a child, box mac and cheese is better than the restaurant version.
Better restaurant
disagree.
version. I like box
Disagree.
I think you could like both. I think there's a time and place for both. But
Sure.
Some places have really good mac and cheese. Friends can make mac and cheese. I'm not gonna take box mac and cheese or shells of cheese over that.
No.
You know what you're getting when you have box mac and cheese. You're tasting child.
It's like eating
It's
ramen
fine.
noodles. You know what you signed up for.
This one I wholeheartedly disagree with. I bet you guys, Mike's on my side on this one. They say whoever invented ants on a log should be socially shunned.
Yes.
Peanut butter and celery with raisins.
Yes.
You don't like ants on a log either?
I love ants on a log.
Right, so I'm saying I
good.
disagree with this one 100%.
It's
Ants on a
raisins
log's
and peanut butter and
delicious.
celery.
who
That
ran
means somebody said these are the three ingredients I have in my home when my kid's hungry.
I was going to say,
I hope this works.
Does anyone in here have raisins in their home?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Really?
You do?
Wow. That
You
is
guys can
crazy.
keep your
to me.
raisin hate on that side
Do you
of
have
the table,
raisins?
okay?
at
Yes.
home?
Yes.
You do? Oh.
I literally have them to make ants on a log.
Right. Seriously.
Yeah.
Look, I will eat plain celery, but I will also admit it tastes like ass. So they found a way to make it taste better.
Why do you eat it if you think it tastes
I
like
like
ass?
celery.
Because I don't mind it.
You got to dip it in something, though. You just
eat a
raw
straight
dog
up-
and celery?
I can raw dog
I do
celery.
too, man. Yeah.
What are you, a horse?
From Enumclaw.
And then last on the list, they just say, mint chocolate is nasty.
Agreed.
It's great.
Agreed.
I like it.
Andy's candy.
Stick with your celery, you sons of bitches.
Doggone frozen toothpaste.
Yeah. Turns out it's delicious.
Yeah.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream is pretty good.
No, it is not.
You know what?
Yes, it is.
Maybe I should give it a run again. I tried it once, probably 20 years ago. I was like, this is gross.
Mint chocolate chip?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No.
Head Chef, we appreciate it. Coming up at 5:08, we will drink and toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth. For a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by Smart Travel, a new podcast from NerdWallet. Want to travel like a savvy jet setter? No, that doesn't mean monogramming your passport. It means making smart decisions every step of your trip, which means knowing your options. Smart Travel unpacks the facts, like which booking sites actually save money, how to fly first class using points, and if that fancy travel card is a smart investment. All so you can save more on your next adventure. Follow Smart Travel from NerdWallet today and start traveling like a pro.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been.
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed, yeah. A.K.A. Uriner Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
We'll work on that.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a...
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, so kind of 5:08, we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The latest Gen Z trend for commuters is called barebacking. And you guys,
yeah, I read something about it today, I guess.
You might remember the raw dogging that they were doing where they take long flights and they don't watch movies or anything like that. It's the same thing. It's just like on trains and buses, they're just staring at other passengers.
Well, don't stare at other people, but yeah.
I don't. It's stupid to me.
I don't see how it's a trend. Like sometimes you just don't have anything
with
you.
Unplug.
Sure.
Yeah. But are you staring at other people? I mean, if it's literally to go out there and stare at other people, it's one thing. But if you're unplugged, I go like, all right.
I understand. You're just getting your peace. Like, you don't need to give it something like
this yoga thing, man. They're calling it just like quiet time.
Right. No, there's a reason people are going to go to yoga. Right? Some people just like, look, when I get to work, I'm going to be packed with crap.
Sure.
I just want to enjoy this drive in, relax.
There's a lot
if I'm not doing anything.
There's a lot of drives that I take where I don't have the radio going, I don't have my music going. I just like the quiet hum of the road.
I don't need to write a book. I don't need to check all these boxes. What's the podcast? Can I just sit here for a half an hour?
Well, it's a challenge. No, shut up. No. It's just dumb. New LED lights have been developed that may make humans seem invisible to sharks while in the water.
Yeah, but they smell you.
Right. They have different methods of detecting your ass.
It's like being invisible to a dog. Like, it smells you.
Yeah.
Unless they mean nose blind. In
right,
which case
but I mean,
go, okay.
A light wouldn't do that.
I can walk through downtown sometimes and smell a grill. I don't know where it is.
Somewhere around here.
You know what I mean?
Someone's making ribs.
But unlike a shark, you don't like stop and start circling the blocks. Just go.
Maybe I do.
But
maybe
you don't know
do.
that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know what Ted does.
Yeah, I hate that too, man.
You haven't been out with Ted on a Saturday night in a while. Like, wait a minute, where's that coming from?
I've seen him walk by like 3 times.
I get up, man. I walk to the gym in the morning and I'm like, that is bacon. I know that's bacon. I know PCC does not make bacon. Where's the smell? I'm like, oh, Dreamland serving breakfast now.
Oh, there you go.
That's why the whole neighborhood smells like bacon.
I've said before, my neighbor's a little bit older. They have coffee and bacon every morning, and it's just like, that smells good.
Just have some of that down.
To be old, have time.
Send over a couple pieces, will you?
Research shows that we notice more good karma in our own lives, but more bad karma in the lives of others.
Of course.
So the bad things that happen to us, we're more easy to write that off as just as a challenge that I'm facing. This is bad luck, whatever it is.
Because I don't think we take it as karma. We take it as just more crap.
Exactly. Whereas if something bad happens in somebody else's life,
it's because you did this.
You're a POS.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You hold all this crap against people for no reason. Well, you deserved it. Bad things happen to me. It's just because, it's happened.
You're right. Because things happen. And vice versa.
I think really you only think about bad karma happening with bad people. So you might get on a bad streak. Sure. But typically that means that this is not a good person. Therefore, bad things should happen to them. You justify it that way.
Sure.
If that happened to a good person, someone you love, someone you care about.
It's never karma.
Like,
it's
man,
luck. Bad luck.
They had a bad day, bro.
Exactly.
They went through some stuff.
You're right. If they're a bad person, they deserved it.
Right. They earned that.
Also, I sometimes wonder if that's one of those things people just say to cope.
Sure.
Well, yeah,
there's plenty of a-holes that are doing great in life.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yep. That don't give an F.
That's right. Do not care. We'll screw you over. Like, all right.
Exactly. And there's probably some truth to that there, Ted. Like,
yeah.
Now I feel better about myself that, okay, something bad happened to
Something bad's going to happen to him. Like, maybe, maybe not.
You just hope against hope that somewhere down the road he loses his toe or something like that.
His toe. Yeah.
Wow.
His toe.
All right.
Oh,
Specific.
Yeah. Oh, man, his ankle's missing.
Does he?
Call back. Thanks to our love of baby-like faces, dogs and cats have evolved to have near identical skulls. So that to me is not evolution. We've merely bred them to look alike.
We're breeding them.
Right.
You breed things to what you want. It's exactly what it's eugenics.
Right. And then all of a sudden, what people want, they're going to make more of that.
Let's make the ugliest critter we can and then put it up for adoption. It's not the way business is going to work.
No. You say eugenics?
Yeah.
It just makes me think of Frank Thomas.
I know.
And Doug
Immediately,
Flutie.
that's what my mind.
Not Doug Flutie?
I said and Doug Flutie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just always on. You guys use that? No.
Do you always have this conversation this loud about that?
Yeah, we're at the driving range, but my penis works again.
And let me wink at you.
No.
The wink makes it worse.
Big Hurt's back.
Right, I was going to say, my wife calls me the Big Hurt again. I mean, I don't know if it's because it airs during sports or old man shows. I can't hear the word eugenics and I think about those two talking to some random dude.
Hey, man. I'm plowing it now.
Also, I feel like that is just a gutsy thing to just go up to a celebrity who's like in his 40s or 50s, was an athlete, like, what are you taking? I know you fell off.
Oh, damn. Eugenics.
God.
Lord knows you're hurting.
Scientists have claimed to have engineered a new leather made from T-Rex DNA.
That's kind of crazy.
Is it cheap? Women will wear it.
All right.
What do we do with this leather? So you can do the leather, but you can't get a T-Rex.
Make handbags.
Or did they
do you
make
want
it?
a damn T-Rex stomping around out here?
Yes.
Did you not see Jurassic Park 2?
We have
Belts,
lions. We
belts.
have hippos. We have alligators. We have we have people. There's a million freaking things. The T-Rex at least would be cool.
Exactly, and you're not killing it. It's already dead. You know what I mean? Everything else, they're saying it's a very... It's more durable than leather.
Yeah.
It is synthetic.
How does it taste?
It looks amazing.
Right.
And you're not killing animals to get it.
Exactly.
So it makes a lot of sense from that practical
I agree.
standpoint.
I agree. And it's cool.
T-Rex leather.
T-Rex leather.
Dude, if I had
What
T-Rex,
is that?
if I had
T-Rex leather?
T-Rex seats in my car, I'd be like, dude, anytime you
How much extra did you pay?
Go ahead, guess. Guess. Go ahead, guess.
Like the first wave is the only time that's going to be cool. Like, dude, I got T-Rex leather
Hell
sheets.
yeah.
But like 30 years down the line, like, oh my God, is that T-Rex leather?
I know, but look, man, I got it in the 2020s.
You don't have Brachiosaurus. It's all the rage now.
It's been determined that the most dangerous animal in Yosemite National Park,
Sam,
not bad, the mule deer, which
The
have been
mule
responsible
deer?
for more human injury than any
Is that
other
based
in
on
the
car
park.
crashing?
Car crashing, people approaching the doggone thing, being stupid.
Oh.
And that's kind of where I wanted to go with this, is that the mule deer is not a dangerous animal. People are stupid. So there's a lot of animals that kind of get a bad rep because of us.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 animals that got a bad reputation. How about ravens? A group is called an unkindness or a conspiracy. People just think they're evil because sometimes they're scavengers and they're known to pick at bodies when public executions were still a thing. And because of that, they're considered the symbol of death. Personally, I think they're pretty well neato. They're highly intelligent and learn easily and use logic for problem solving. Plus, if I'm going to have my lifeless carcass picked apart, I'd rather let the ravens ravage me than wait for a vulture to swoop in and dry gulch my bones. Plus, vultures look like a limp penis with wings.
It's time to take off the leash.
All the pictures of the Baltimore Ravens. Public execution. Lamar's out there. I'm going to eat that eyeball, dog.
So we got 10 animals that get a bad reputation. Pigeons bottom out the list there. Pigeons get a bad reputation, often considered pests due to their droppings and sometimes aggressive behavior.
Well, because they live with us.
Pigeons are still a part of many urban ecosystems and play a role in seed dispersal.
And delicious.
You had pigeon?
Squab.
We all did. Yeah. Germany.
Oh.
We all had everybody. Everybody. That was the finale. That was other than dessert.
I wasn't there, Miles.
Yeah.
So,
It was delicious, Mike.
I'm sure it was. Good old squab. I agree, though. Pigeons are weird. I've never.
They're just liberal. They're
not
keep
real.
feeding them.
Then what'd you eat?
Well, I know. But it was Germany.
Okay.
So they just call it that.
They just call it squab. All right.
Yeah, again, pigeon is eaten all over the world. I don't know why we don't eat it in the States.
It's plentiful.
Right?
Squirrels and pigeons, man.
And you can imagine, like,
I still want to eat squirrel.
You said you would not?
I want to. I'm dying to. I heard it's greasy.
You're dying.
Like, do you make
That's the
little
sales pitch. I heard it's greasy.
Do you make like little squirrel steaks, or do you like put it into a stew? What do you do?
Well, you can put it in a stew, or you can chop them up in pieces and then fry them.
All right.
Nuggets?
Little
I want
fried
to eat his
squirrel
little
nuggets.
legs.
Squirrel nuggets.
Miles, you've had squirrel.
Sure.
How is it?
It's awesome.
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's serious. It's not gamey. It's good.
We should eat
not-
more.
You don't have to do. You don't have to soak it in salt water, brine it, anything like that.
You don't
get
need
the-
to save it or
well,
nothing.
to get the gaminess out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what venison tastes like. It tastes gamey. Squirrel does not have that. Bear has that.
Elk has
Squirrel
that.
does not.
Moose was gamey.
All right.
But I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of states where you can hunt squirrel all year round, and that's just what people do.
Nice.
I think the two least gamey things are elk and probably squirrel.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually,
turtle. Also turtle.
Yeah, I meant moose. Right, elk is good. I like elk. I want
So Rocky and Bullwinkle would taste good, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
rabbit's delicious too.
Oh, I believe that. 10 animals that get a bad reputation. It's the bug that'll shut down a lot of restaurants.
Right, cockroaches.
Often seen as pests and symbols of filth, cockroaches are actually quite resilient and play a role in decomposition and nutrient cycling.
Yeah, we just don't want to see you.
Right, they're just nasty.
Like if you just did whatever it is you do and I had no idea you were there, I'm cool.
Right. Everything, for the most part, things serve a purpose here within an ecosystem. So everything kind
Strong
of has
point.
its own spot.
It's like a spider. You know, they say, hey, man, it reduces insects. I'm like, well, not the one I just hit with my shoe.
Exactly.
What's the difference between a cockroach and a roach?
There's actually like 12 different species of roach.
One you smoke, the other's a bug.
All right. Asking. You're like, why did look at that guy right there? You know what he should be called? Look at that. Look at that. You ever see a bug like that?
VD mentioned it, vultures. Known as scavengers, vultures are often seen as dirty or even evil, according
Because
to...
they're ugly.
Right.
That's
However,
it.
they are essential for cleaning up carcasses and preventing the spread of diseases, and that's why they are seen as dirty. That is why they're seen as evils, because they prey on the dead.
Sure.
They benefit from you being dead.
Well, yeah.
At the end of the day, like, does that make them parasites? No, parasites.
No,
feed on
parasites
when you're
need you to be alive.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of animals that prey on dead animals.
Absolutely.
Like, don't we kind of?
Yes.
Like, I don't go out and hunt.
Right.
Somebody's already killed it. It's at the store, and I go, all right, sweet, I'm going to steak.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you were starving and you found a carcass on the side of the road, like, oh, we can probably fry that up.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, again, sorry, Miles, but I mean, West Virginia does have like an annual roadkill
Cook-off.
Cook-off.
Yeah.
That's scavenger. You bet.
Also, they have rules on the books that say you can take roadkill home.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can eat it. Basically, you hit a deer. It's out of season. You can put that deer on top of your car. Normally,
How many people try to floor a deer?
Normally, a police officer would pull you over and go, "You're hunting illegally."
Oh, gotcha.
So to avoid all that crap, they can say, "Like, look, man,
As long as there's tire marks on it, you're
yeah,
good."
exactly."
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, combining raw power with precision engineering, all backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. Climb inside a Tundra and experience the uncompromising strength. With its available iForce Max engine, the Tundra delivers exceptional power, torque, and towing capacity. Plus, the spacious and high-tech cabin keeps you connected on the run. Or check out a Tacoma. Agile, dependable, and unstoppable. The Tacoma's designed for those who go beyond the trails. Stay ahead of the pack with available off-road features like crawl control. Or break out your tunes with the available portable JBL speaker. Toyota trucks are built to last, year after year, mile after mile. So outlast every adventure and outlive the moment. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals. Or stop by your local Toyota dealer to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help you. Express is already hiring for summer jobs in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Go to expresspros.com to find your location. That's expresspros.com.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes, plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Pretty much.
Dude, I remember we had a guy show up to our bar that I worked at once. He's like, you got to come outside. Same thing. He just had a deer that he had hit. We were like, what are you doing with it? He's like, well, I'm going to take it home and eat it.
All right.
Well, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they're hot. So if they're hot, you can't really do anything with it.
10 animals that get a bad reputation. Ted's favorite, snakes. Often depicted as deadly predators, snakes are actually more likely to avoid humans and are more likely to be prey for other animals. Many snake species are beneficial to ecosystems.
Okay, sure.
Stay out of my damn yard.
Those badgers in eastern Washington are alive on rattlesnakes. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all they do is hunt and snakes.
I mean, if you're not venomous and you're not like a pit viper, I guess I get it, right? It's like in medicine where you have the snake in there.
Sure.
But also, like I read the Bible, if it wasn't for snakes, we wouldn't be born with the original sin.
Damn right, man.
Thanks, snakes.
You blame the snake because a woman listened to a talking snake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Women will listen to anything.
But you like apples.
Well, yeah.
Well, they said don't eat the apple.
Well, there's other apples.
Granny.
It's not about the apple. It was the fruit of the tree of knowledge. That was the whole bit.
Correct. It just happened to be an apple.
Right.
And what was the knowledge? You effed up.
So you're saying that the apple tree is now no knowledge?
Knowledgeless.
It was the knowledge of good and evil. It wasn't about the apple. The snake wasn't like, hey, look at this tasty apple. He was like, nah, man, you want this because now you know stuff.
Right. It was like a test. Right? Like
taking your shopping cart and putting it in the right place at the grocery store?
No,
you can or you can't. It doesn't matter. It's not illegal. Just will you do it or will you not?
Right. Well, like I could send you to a brothel and be like, listen, you could look at it, you could smell them, just don't have sex with one of the workers.
Gonna be disappointed, coach.
At the brothel. Right? That's the only rule.
Right.
And then you went down there and were like, well, I don't know. A snake convinced me to have sex with her. Well, yeah.
But it's a brothel.
Right.
She knew better.
But it's a apple tree.
Just stay out the brothel. That's all you got to do. Just stay out the damn
I'm
brothel.
not going to go to a brothel. I'm not going to pay to have sex with somebody.
Well, don't go to the brothel at all.
What do you mean?
It's just there. Let it be there. Leave it alone.
The creepy guy on the inside?
10 animals that get a bad reputation. Steve's favorite, spiders show up on the list.
Yeah.
Often feared for their potential venom and webs that they spin.
That's not it.
Most spiders are not venomous or dangerous to humans, and they play an important role in controlling insect populations.
I know that. I
So you
understand
wake up
that.
in the morning and go, ooh, I got one.
I appreciate that. Just stay out of my home. Stay out of my home. That's it.
Get out of my home.
Do your thing. Get out of my home.
Skunks, which I'm okay if they don't show up, but known for their pungent spray, skunks are often considered aggressive and dangerous, which they are. However, they primarily use their spray as a defense mechanism and are generally not aggressive towards humans.
I like their whole thing, man. Look, it's not about biting you or scratching you. I'm just going to make you smell bad.
Take that.
Bad. That's my defense.
They really are. Like, if you were an animal, Steve, you would be a skunk. Like,
You think so?
take that.
But look, you don't want to do this. Hey, dude, I'm not saying hand to hand you couldn't take me. What I'm telling you is, it ain't worth your time.
Hyenas show up on the list. Often
I like
portrayed as
hyenas.
scavengers and pests, hyenas are actually skilled hunters and play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. They help control the populations of prey animals and scavenge carcasses, preventing the spread of disease.
I've got pictures of them pooping. I took more pictures of hyenas
You
pooping. in Africa.
would
Yeah.
take a picture of a hyena just
Big squat, man.
backing one out.
You know, the thing is, they won't look you in the eye, too. So, like, they always turn their head. Like, I was just like, hey, buddy, come here.
No, come on, man. Leave me alone.
They really do.
I'm uncomfortable.
They turn their head like they don't.
Jeez.
You're not there now.
Who's the weirdo?
I'm pooping.
The hyenas, predator in the Serengeti. It's taking pictures of me pooping. All right, OnlyFans, calm down.
Sharks show up on the list. Known as armed and dangerous predators, sharks are actually responsible for relatively few human deaths compared to other animals like mosquitoes. Well, duh. Many shark species play important roles in marine ecosystems, according to Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Sure.
They definitely do.
And then this is the last animal, the number one animal that gets a bad reputation, the only flying rodent.
Joan Jet.
Bats. Bat. Oh, my God. Often portrayed as blind, bloodthirsty, and likely to attack your hair. Bats are actually vital for ecosystems. They help pollinate plants and control insect populations.
All right, I didn't know that.
There you go. Well, now you do. The more you know.
That's what Batman does.
Police in Canada arrested a man that was drunk in public but found something troubling when they brought him back to their car.
What was the troubling thing?
Tell you about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Quick time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk. And Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today's shot is brought to you by the fine folks of Black Raven Brewing, proud brewers of Men's Room IPA and the Men's Room 20th Anniversary Lager. And today we toast an unnamed 29-year-old man from Zamboanga, Simbagay, Philippines. I actually practiced that earlier, and I bet you I still said it wrong. Anyway, our honoree, he was visiting the Cambug Mangrove Park and Wetland Zoo with a couple of friends when he decided that he wanted a selfie with the sculpture of a crocodile. Now, of course, the sculpture wasn't readily available to the public, so our honoree, he climbed a chain link fence, wandered through a shallow pool of water before taking out a cell phone and posing with a big old smile. And in that moment, he found out that the 15-foot crocodile sculpture was actually a 15-foot crocodile. Oh, it was not a sculpture at all. And he found out that because of the crocodile locked its jaws around his arm, dragged him into the water, got him into a death roll. Now, witnesses said every so often the croc would sit still for a minute, but it never let go of the very stupid honoree. Then I go back into the death roll.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I haven't. But look, all in all, he was trapped in the cage with a 15-foot crocodile in its jaws for 30 minutes. Damn. Finally, someone who worked at the zoo, you know what they did to get the crocodile off of him? Bashed it over the head with a piece of concrete. Did not kill it, but it managed to let this guy go. Believe it or not, he survived. He was taken to the hospital. Wow. You saw a video of it?
There's video of it, and you cannot believe. Like, it really. Did it look the crocodile really just hold him down for 45 seconds, 60 seconds?
Yes.
Then moves. Then holds him again. So the guy is, like, you can see he's upright, or he's sitting, or he's laying down.
But he's just trapped.
He's just, whatever the crocodile wants to do with that arm, he's got it, but he's not. He's staying calm. It's amazing, but it's still like, dude, what are you doing? I didn't see the first part of the video.
He
I only
thought
saw
it was a sculpture, so he jumped in to get the picture.
I saw after that.
Yeah, so apparently the thing was sitting perfectly still, and then when he got in there, well, crocodile did what crocodiles do.
Yes.
So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bichola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This Now. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Hey, what was the name of that learning app again?
Oh, IXL.
And it's really helping your kids?
Oh, yeah. IXL figures out where each kid needs support and gives them the practice they need. Go Chipmunks!
Go Chipmunks! So my third grader and my high schooler could both use IXL?
Yep.
Are we talking about IXL?
Do your kids use IXL too?
Sure do. Research shows 20 minutes a week helps improve kids' test scores.
Go Chipmunks! IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.
Hey, it's Dolly. People have always commented on my scent, asking what I was wearing and where could they get it. Well, I have been blending my own scent for years, and now I'm sharing it with you. Dolly Scent from Above is the perfect gift for your mother, daughter, grandma, aunt, sister, or any special woman in your life that you wish to celebrate this Mother's Day. Dolly Scent from Above, available now at Walmart stores and walmart.com.
Hey, what was the name of that learning app again?
IXL. It gives each kid the exact support they need.
Are we talking about IXL? My kids love it, and research shows it even boosts test scores.
IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.
What's the difference between DIY and doing it yourself? It's the difference between a part-time passion and a full-time business. Wix gives you the power to turn your passion into a moneymaker. With a website that fits your unique vision and the business tools you need to succeed. Let your ideas flow with AI that guides you, but keeps you in the driver's seat. Manage your business from one dashboard and keep it growing with built-in marketing features. It's time to turn your daydream into your dream job. Do it yourself. Go to Wix.com.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews, all on the app. Download today.
At Danner, we believe our beloved trails will always need footsteps to keep the paths from fading, and those journeys are often better when shared. The Women's Trail Trainer was built by women for women who embrace the outdoors. Rally your girls, lace up, and blaze the trail. Resurge midsoles provide next-level comfort, while Danner's Precision Fit technology offers more custom fit with optimal support. Breathe in the scenery and feel right at home in the dirt. Explore the Women's Trail Trainer at danner.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
Hey, Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Jordan. Welcome to the Men's Room. Hello, Jordan.
So, did I drop out?
Yeah, you must have dropped out there. All right, Jordan, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes, sir.
All right, today your choices are Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally, today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for causing the problem.
Bite me.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and feed it.
It's not the first time I've heard that today. All right, a Virginia woman, she said that she had a night to remember when she went to eat at a Mexican restaurant and ended up eye to eye with a critter. Carletta Andrews, she visited the Patron Mexican restaurant and cantina with her husband to enjoy a nice night out. Well, at the end of her meal, she found a creature in her margarita. Quote, I leaned in to take a sip, and I noticed something hit me in the forehead. And I'd asked my husband, what was that? And when I turned around, I saw the thing in my margarita. Another restaurant goer eventually grabbed the animal and took it outside. So what was the animal that she found in her margarita? Was it a toad? Was it a spider? Was it a snake?
Where was it?
Virginia. This was in Virginia at a Mexican restaurant.
Does it say, like, what part of Virginia?
No, but if I remember, I think it's like Northern Virginia.
Ugh.
Hey, Jordan, I'm going toad, man. I'm just telling you right now. Jumped up, smacked her in the head. I want it to be a toad so bad.
Let's fact that it hit her in the forehead.
Yeah, the whole deal. It just seems like comedy.
She went to take a sip of a margarita and hit her in the forehead.
It's jumped out and smacked her in the head.
I'm going to say toad, too, because that's really funny.
Toad, okay.
Well, she's got a straw, so I'm going to say snake.
Snake. Okay.
Because of a straw.
All right.
No, well, like there could be like a snake in there, and like you go to sip on the straw, and then it's like, oh God, it's a snake.
Damn.
What jumped out of that margarita? Smacked her in the forehead. Was it a toad, a spider, a snake, or a roach? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to the Men's Room.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation by offering comfortable and spacious cabins. Fly the striped way. Visit Condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Categories by me. On Profile List, we got a woman in Virginia. She's eating in a Mexican restaurant. What do you do when you go to a Mexican restaurant? You get a margarita. That is where you get a margarita. Drinking a margarita and something jumps out of the margarita, hits her right in the forehead. Question is, was it a toad, a spider, a snake, or a roach?
And, Jordan, that's the very question that we posed to you. You agree with Miles Montgomery. The both of you went toad. D. Ted Smith, you went snake.
Yeah.
Let us start with D. Ted Smith. You are correct.
Oh, nice.
Yep, sorry, Jordan. Not a toad. So, apparently, Ted, it was not, she did not confuse her straw for a snake or a snake for a straw. The snake fell out of the ceiling, bounced off of her head as she was about to take a sip of her margarita, jerked her head back.
Thought it leaped out of the margarita.
No, it fell out of the ceiling, but it landed in her margarita. So by the time she actually saw it, it was getting itself a drink.
I would have still changed my answer, but I probably would have changed it to roach.
Oh, falling out of the ceiling?
Yeah, exactly.
I left that detail.
Okay.
Yeah. But I still think that's part of my fear of snakes. As a kid, one fell out of a tree in front of me.
That'll do it.
Behind the handball court.
Told you, one of the greatest bike tricks I've ever seen. We're like 10, 11 years old, riding through the woods, both of our one-speed bikes, and they're trying to pull wheelies and all that crap at the time. And my buddy's riding in front of me. Have you ever tried to pedal the bike standing up? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Take your hands off the bar.
Oh, no.
All right, so take your hands off the bar, pedal your bike standing up. Just keep in mind, I'm watching him, and he suddenly does this. Then his bike does a complete 360. He's still standing up and lands it. Then it just breaks and skids. And I'm like, that was crazy. A snake fell out of a tree into his lap. That was his reaction. Oh, yeah.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today, you got the Jimmies.
What?
Wrong one.
Kimmel and Fallon.
Seth Meyers. Stephen Colbert. Thomason.
Taylor.
Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It's right there. The title. These guys have teams of talents and writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Amazon launched a store where you could buy items from their hundreds of shows. Amazon has merch from hit shows like Reacher, and they got stuff from Reacher.
Fallon.
Yeah, I guess.
That's valid.
Amazon just launched a new site dedicated to selling merchandise from hundreds of their shows. Amazon was like, we have merch from all of our hit shows like Reacher, and we got stuff from Reacher.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, what could they sell from The Boys? A vial of that.
Blindfolds in case your kids are in the room.
Yep. Katy Perry has come out and said that she felt attacked and bullied by people's comments over her quick space travel. I feel like this is a good time to remind Katy that she once had a halftime show where the dancing shark was the highlight.
That would be the Ted Smith. I would remember that.
Like, that's what you're embarrassed about? Kiss the girl.
I mean, I'd be like, look, I went in space, bitch. Feel how you want to feel, doesn't matter. The shark, like, hey, let's not bring that up, man.
Yeah, and I think, I would do it if somebody said, hey, we're going to throw you in Bezos' thing. Like, cool. I think it was just a little melodramatic to be like, oh, this is what we've done, and this and that. So,
no,
there's real
she was
astronauts.
annoying. Yeah. She was annoying. For sure.
Chipotle unveiled a new digital gaming experience called Ingredient Quest. That's funny. Ingredient Quest is what I call it when I eat a Subway sandwich. Nope. Still just bread.
Seth.
That is Seth Meyers.
Chipotle unveiled a new digital gaming experience called Ingredient Quest. Oh, that's funny. Ingredient Quest is what I call it when I eat a Subway sandwich. No, still just bread.
Nepal is now requiring all climbers to have experience before trying to scale Mount Everest. Apparently, people were just showing up in boots at a Cliff Bar.
Fallon?
That's Fallon.
You guys see this? Nepal is now requiring all climbers to have experience before trying to scale Mount Everest. Apparently, people were just showing up with boots and a Cliff Bar like, I'm ready, let's do it. Want to do it? Go right to the top?
Miles, you know more about mountaineering and
Not
stuff.
like that.
No, but I mean, you've done, you almost summited Mount Rainier. But wasn't that like a big issue? Is that people would just get flown to like a certain and by helicopter and just start at a base camp they didn't hike to, and then like they weren't like physically prepared.
Not getting acclimatized and all that.
Right, exactly. I think first of all, I think it's important that you do that trek if it's possible, but it's also earlier in the year. I'm assuming it's clear, but it wouldn't surprise me. But there are people who just get on a treadmill. That's different than carrying weights and actually going up. And a lot of people who do train, they take like jugs of water. And they'll go to the top of mailbox or whatever. They'll do the cable line at Tiger, and then they'll get to the top and they'll pour all the water out. Well, you need that weight because you're still coming down that right. You know what I mean? You can't just get to the top of the Everest and go, F it, here's my back, I'm throwing it off. You need to carry it back down. So I think there's a lot of, I think you just got to be, you need to be able to be acclimated. You need to be able to be with a good touring guide and group that help you and know when to tell you no. Because I don't think, I mean.
It seems crazy to even try to go up there if you're not really in tip-top physical shape, mountaineering shape, right? And people forget, too, is like, ask athletes, right? Like, there's a difference between being in basketball shape than, say, football shape or, you know what I mean? I mean, I remember when I used to train, like, MMA or, like, a little bit of jiu-jitsu and stuff. It's funny, I could box for rounds. But jiu-jitsu is a different kind of shape. It would suck it out.
Right. Well, not only that, but you can't control how your body reacts to air.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of people have a hard time just with Kilimanjaro, and that is seriously a walk up a mountain. You get to the top, there's a little bit of snow up there occasionally, but for the most part, you can walk up there and then walk, not in a day. Obviously, it takes days and days and days, but you can do that. I think if you do something like Everest, which is the tallest mountain in the world, you probably should have done some bigger peaks before you got there.
Yeah. Speaking of mountains, it's always good to learn about stuff in your state. I was hipping one of my friends to this. She's not a dude. So we were talking about old man shows. Aerial America is a great show.
It is.
And then the one on Washington. I mean, I've seen the Washington episode 4 times, and I learned something new every time I watch it.
Was by the Dry Falls at all?
What's that?
The Dry Falls?
Now, it was mainly just about, like, I mean, it starts with, like, the Cascades and everything else, and just talking about, like, all those volcanoes. And I always forget there's 4 of them here.
Yeah.
And then Mount Rainier is technically, like, the most active one that they're, like, could go at any time. So.
Oh, now it's the one out in the ocean. That baby's going to pop any moment.
By the way, if you ever want to see Aerial America, I watch it on Smithsonian Channel.
That's where I get it.
But I almost guarantee you it's on some streaming service, or just go online and look it up if you don't have Smithsonian. And listen, if you don't have the Smithsonian Channel, what the hell are you doing?
I'm pretty sure a lot of those shows also are on Disney Plus with Smithsonian.
Oh, yeah.
This would be kind of embarrassing, but before Bella Ramsey was the star of The Lost of Us, her first acting gig at 11 years old was on Game of Thrones.
I remember her character.
Yeah, Lillian Mormont.
Maybe. I just remember her face because she has a very distinct look. And she was a super bitch on Game of Thrones.
As an 11-year-old?
Bro, seriously, if you saw the scene.
I mean, she's an amazing actress.
She's actually an outstanding actress.
I mean, if you believe an 11-year-old, I mean,
yes.
that's great acting.
Bro, this sounds like the Brady Bunch.
She was kind of a child leader, and she was ruthless as hell, too.
I mean, seriously.
So that's basically what this article about, is that she had to kind of read Kit Harington, like mouth him his lines sometimes, because he couldn't remember him or didn't know him.
Really?
And he was like, geez, he's like, I felt super embarrassed, and, maybe I should have worked harder or this or that. He's like, it's basically a child actress just being like, like, here's your line.
Bro, seriously, she's the real deal.
But it's funny because they also say in here, Kit also told Bella they have brought a confidence and clarity to the set that was unusual for a young actor. He had a quote, didn't feel like working with a child. It felt like working with a very experienced actor.
I can believe that, man. Just the way she carries herself. Like, I
don't even think I have to remember my lines. What kind of comment is that?
To Kit Harington's credit, in that article and other stuff I've read, he's pretty upfront that, like, I got really wrapped up in being Jon Snow and was kind of just an a-hole who didn't, I didn't take it serious stuff because I thought it was Jon Snow.
Right. At top of the world, you're infallible. I get paid a lot of money.
I also think it's creepy sometimes, man. Like they're talking about that, like, they're 11 and they're very, like, sometimes, like, you ever talk to a kid that's like 11 or 12 and you're just like, how old are you?
Nah, I just have,
as far as their knowledge.
They're just smart and they talk to you like, and it's like, all right. Yeah. And then,
say they have an old soul.
Yeah. And then, you know what I mean? Then they remind you of something like, I love Dino Nugs. And I'm like, oh, that's right.
They remind you.
But take my advice about the stock portfolio.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Buy the dip and this and that. But I do love chicken
I'll
nuggets.
be right back. I got to put my pajamas on.
Yeah, Dino Nuggets.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Only got an hour.
I tell you about your stocks. You read me Redfish, Bluefish.
That is kind of funny. 12-year-old. Yeah, you're right. No. Hey, listen. You need to take all this down. You taking notes? Anyhow, I got to put my PJs.
I got footy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Help me zip up the back, player.
Can you count me down 2 minutes while I brush? Pretty good. Martin Short, we all know him. Basically, everybody likes him right now. I've always loved Martin Short. He's got a ton of funny stuff over the years. Him and Steve Martin are together. Again, if you get a chance, watch Clifford, one of his finest films. But he's been tapped to host another revival of Match Game for ABC. First premiered back in 1962.
I'm just picturing him hosting it, man. He's a high-energy dude, man.
Martin Short is.
Yes.
The show's known for featuring a panel of celebrities and comedians. No word on who might be involved yet.
Bruce Blanchett.
The most recent version was back in 2016 with Alec Baldwin as the host. Ran for 5 seasons before being canceled in 2022. I like this. They go, not sure if Alec was offered the role again or they're just staying away from him because of some of the stuff that's been going on in the news and everything with him.
Yeah, I think they just went a different direction.
What was the Match Game again?
That one.
So you have 2 contestants. Then you have, I believe, it's 6 celebrities. All right.
I think it's like 8 or 10 celebrities.
But they give you, I don't know, it's only, they give you a clue and you have to guess what you think an answer is to something.
Correct.
And then you see how many of the celebrities agree.
I opened up my cupboard and found blank.
Right.
All right. And then everybody writes down their answer, and you try to find out, you try to match your answer with as many celebrities.
With all the celebrities, to me, it always goes back to Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right? And I still think it's funny. Like, I remember watching Hollywood Squares, and there was always all these celebrities, but, like, some of them you never knew.
They were only famous for being those people in those game shows.
Like, there's a guy named Paul Lynde.
Yeah.
Was he the flamboyant dude with the gray
but
hair?
I have no idea why we knew who he was. Like, I knew him from Hollywood Squares, but I'm like, what does this guy do?
Well, we knew Jamie Farr from, I guess, MASH.
And what else?
He was on there a lot. That's about it.
Yeah, or like, what's his name? Hamilton. super tan,
Oh,
good looking
George,
dude.
it's George Hamilton.
Yeah.
Well, he was an actor.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I guess
He always
but I'm just
played
saying,
himself, though.
Right. I feel like my whole childhood and like it's like to this day, like what was he in besides being
Love at First Bite?
Yeah, he was Dracula.
All right.
But I
just
can't
know-
name another movie.
Right. He's just like Hollywood's George Hamilton.
Yeah.
Good looking dude. He's always tan.
You're not wrong.
Right? I mean,
You're
you're
not
just
wrong.
like, all right,
You're
he's
not
a celebrity.
Because he's Hollywood's George Hamilton. What does he do? Look, man, he says Hollywood's George Hamilton, all right?
Yeah.
You're
So
doing
it's like-
because we said so.
I didn't know he had been in the cinematic.
Ruth Fozzie? Ruth Beatty? She was
I
on
know
those
exactly.
game
I know
shows,
you're
too.
talking. She had the crazy red hair.
Yeah.
Did a lot of kid shows. Ooh. Was it Ruth Fozzie? No.
I believe so. Something like
Cloris Leachman would show up and stuff like that.
Like Betty White was always on it. Even Bob Barker was a
Really?
Yeah, was a guest on Match Game all the time. You bet.
Huh?
Yeah, I got really into Game Show Network there for a while, and the time that I would watch, it was always Match Game that was on there, and I forget who's hosting it. He was one of my favorite game show hosts. I just can't remember the guy's name.
The Newlywed Game gets
Oh,
dirty,
hey.
too.
Miles, someone here says Paul Lynde played Uncle Arthur on Bewitched.
Oh, you know what? That's
there you go.
absolutely right.
All right, I feel
Okay.
better.
All right.
That's
Bewitched?
Yeah.
With
All right,
Elizabeth Montgomery.
She'd wiggle her nose. She's married.
All right. I always get her confused with I Dream of Jeannie.
That was Barbara Eden. And I believe she was not the first woman to show her belly button on TV. That was Cher.
Barbara
They had to
Eden.
cover Barbara Eden's belly button to get it on network TV.
Barbara Eaton's another one of those ones. Like when you're a kid, it's like, I don't know what it is. I like her.
Yeah.
Do you believe in life after love?
Freehold.
See?
Freehold.
Little known fact. A free hole.
I know that's what
Back
he's
to the
saying.
belly button.
Yeah, belly button.
Kind of a new game show series on Netflix called Four Seasons. 3 married couples from New York get together on a group vacation 4 times a year. It's a new series premiere, not a game show.
Okay,
But it's got like Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte.
Oh,
Okay.
well, at least
All right.
Crew's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. New York police put out a wanted poster that's made strangers want to sign up to be police. Meanwhile, a man is forced to pay thousands as his cockerel cannot keep the peace. Japanese bullet train comes to a halt because of a snake. An unoccupied cop car. Turns out, easy thing to take. And eagle's nests keep getting blown out of trees. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
At our top story, we go to Canada, where crime seizes opportunity. Local authorities were patrolling the area when they happened upon a drunk man that was falling into the road as he walked down the sidewalk. They attempted to stop him, but he took off, leading them on a short chase on foot, ultimately ending with his arrest without further incident because he's wasted. But there was a little issue with getting him into the patrol car, because someone stole it when they were chasing down their drunk man. It didn't take long to track down the car, finding it a little ways parked in an alley without any suspects around. They're currently investigating the incident.
Okay.
I'm just glad that whoever stole the damn car eventually got smart enough, like, they're going to track this thing.
Yeah, no kid.
I don't think that there's been a cop car that hasn't had some sort of GPS tracker in it
So at
since.
least they're not entirely stupid.
Right.
I can respect.
You know, you want to joyride a cop car. I can
We all
understand
do.
that. I understand that
The
motivation.
cops know you do.
Right.
Of course we
Just
do.
buy an old one. Same motor.
Yeah, but you want the one with the lights and the
Yeah,
stuff
exactly.
on it. Like it's
want
got
the PA.
Buy that on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, just buy it on
Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, man.
Upgrade your car a little bit.
Aftermarket part.
Have fun. Get yourself a uniform. Put on the hat.
People do that.
Absolutely, they do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they do that. In other news, over to Japan, where we found what'll cause trains to be late. The country is known for its high-speed bullet trains, getting people from one city to the next in record time. But a train bound for Tokyo found itself at an unexpected halt when it suddenly lost power. Any other trains bound for the city were delayed as they attempted to diagnose the issue and get the vessel moving again, which they eventually did. Turns out that a snake had made its way into a compartment with some pretty important wires, causing the train to lose power. In all, it took about an hour and a half to get the train back moving again, but there was a significant backup of commuters. Which is going to happen.
I
you're
thought it was
right,
going to
though.
be the snake freak someone out. Okay, at least it's doing something with wires.
Right.
Yeah. Bad rep, though.
Yeah, bad reputation, man. Sometimes it just ended. You know, maybe there was rats in there that we don't know about, Ted. Ate it, and now we can't get out around
Just
the
causing
wires.
trouble.
That's right. Trouble making damn snakes.
Yep.
Why is he chewing on wires? Didn't really say that he was chewing on them. Maybe he unplugged it. Okay.
Probably slithered around them, dislodged a few. That's
Exactly.
my guess.
Zap. Is he okay? I don't think so.
Hopefully he's dead.
Hopefully. Ted wishes it.
Yeah.
If it's not, Ted'll come over with a knife. Solution. To the Big Apple, where they're getting creative about finding a suspect. This one's great. They've issued a wanted poster for a woman who is suspected of attempted robbery. The story goes that she, along with her brother, were inside of an apartment along with his ex-fiancé when she told him to take back the ring that was on the finger of his ex. I don't know why she's barking those orders, but she is. He tried to pull it off her hand, but was unsuccessful. However, he managed to injure her hand during the scuffle. They fled the scene, but were quickly tracked down by officers thanks to a rather alluring wanted poster, which features our 35-year-old suspect in a photo that she clearly took herself, although they don't know where they got it from. I'm assuming it's Facebook or Instagram or something like that. But she's giving a quote-unquote sultry pout to the camera, twirling her lovely hair, and putting her fine, massive bosom on display with her impressive cleavage dominating the photo.
Yes.
The two were found in short order and are now facing charges.
Yeah.
And if you look at this doggone picture,
She is hot.
she is very attractive. Yes, that is absolutely correct. It's also not a shock at all that anybody saw that was like, oh, yeah, I know her.
I'm going to find her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to track her ass down.
Even if you did know her, I'll find her.
Right. Hang on.
I know what I'm looking for.
I'm doing police work.
Yeah.
We're trying to get it.
I don't have to turn you in.
Oh, Mike already went down what he would do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's totally what I would do. I'd pull that power move. I don't know if I've got the cojones to get it done. A man who was fined $200 over noise influence from his rooster has been ordered to pay another $3,300 in court costs after losing an appeal.
You got a rooster, dude.
Right, what did he expect?
You got a rooster.
What are they known for?
He was originally convicted back in November of breaching a noise abatement notice issued by a New Forest District Council. The neighbors kept diaries to record early morning disturbances. The Southampton Crown Court imposed the extra cost after dismissing Brown's case on Friday. Residents first complained about the early morning nuisance back in 2022, says the council. An abatement notice led to a quote-unquote brief period of respite before the problems resumed in 2023 because he still had the damn rooster. The diary evidence kept by local residents highlighted that the crowing regularly affected their sleep from as early as 5 o'clock in the morning every day.
Somebody should just pick that thing up, put it in their trunk, drive out to the middle of the countryside, open the trunk up, that's
Let
where
it
it's
go.
at. That's it.
In November, he was fined $200 and ordered to pay $300 in costs as well as an $80 surcharge. And on Friday, the court ordered him to pay an extra legal cost of $3,300 to cover the appeal hearing.
Those are pounds.
Yes, yes, they are.
Yeah, that's probably.
I picture the situation on Miles.
$4,000.
Miles, do you know what happened to my rooster? Miles, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I sure do.
Matter of fact.
The
Anything
good
else?
news is, still alive.
That's right.
Because he was this close to not being.
Right. If you're in like a suburban area, too, why do you have a doggone
Right.
rooster?
I mean, it's like, oh, my pet skunk. I can't believe they're pissed and sprayed people.
I understand that you
Jesus.
can have these things to a certain degree, but why? Do you need a rooster?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We can always do a little more to improve our natural surroundings, but we get it right sometimes. We go to Massachusetts where some animals in need got some help. Treacherous winds in the area sadly knocked down a nest full of baby bald eagles, estimated to be somewhere between 7 to 8 weeks old. Local fire crews were called to the scene and found the eaglets in the mud and were able to safely secure them and bring them to a facility. They will recover at the facility as they're prepared to be released back into the wild to go about their lives.
Don't think that didn't freak the mom out a little.
You damn straight.
Like, where's my kids?
Where's my babies at?
Seriously, I understand.
They
the death
stole
is
my
like-
babies!
Where? Could you just put them close remotely to me?
Did you hear about the bird that? So it's on one of those bird webcams.
All right.
It's happened earlier this week. I don't remember what kind of bird it is, but like anything, it just hatched. Everyone's all excited about this bird. The wind blew the nest over. The bird died. It was like, oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's been a ton of nests blown over based on these storms going through.
Oh, absolutely. I think that eagle mama ended up on the Eagle News like, they stole my baby.
I think she was more like, thank God.
What's the thing about the bring the nest back close to where the bird was. The eagle's doing a fine job of parenting, other than not a great nest builder.
She's not just going to ditch the babies
for an
here.
80-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, one of the mamas eagles.
Oh, sorry.
Men's Room Sports, we've got some baseball on MLB Network on tonight, NBA playoffs on TNT and True TV, and you've also got NHL playoffs on ESPN and TBS. It's getting heated up. We're starting to get into the later rounds there. As far as your weather, clear skies tonight are dropping things down to 50 degrees overnight. Tomorrow we're looking at another mostly sunny skies with a high of 68. That is it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawk is out.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate a return of Ted versus the FCC and a Bad Joke Friday. The lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes,
Bad
indeed.
Choice Friday, sorry.
Yes, indeed. It's all true, but in the meantime, well, We be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by Smart Travel, a new podcast from NerdWallet. Want to travel like a savvy jet setter? No, that doesn't mean monogramming your passport. It means making smart decisions every step of your trip, which means knowing your options. Smart Travel unpacks the facts, like which booking sites actually save money, how to fly first class using points, and if that fancy travel card is a smart investment. All so you can save more on your next adventure. Follow Smart Travel from NerdWallet today and start traveling like a pro.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. So get in a Tundra with the available iForce Max hybrid engine, delivering exceptional torque and towing capacity. Or check out a Tacoma. With available off-road features like crawl control, it can take you beyond the trails. Toyota trucks are built to last. So don't wait. Get yours today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Man, that was easy.
Bulldog Rotary Hammer!
Hello?
It is I, He-Man, your inner Bosch.
Inner...
Bosch!
I'm sorry, what?
That powerful feeling you get when you can powerfully blast through concrete. Say it with me.
What, like right now?
Yes! We have the power!
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a